wants to keep them guessing.
No, keep them guessing. Guess your ass up damn. Be guessing the damn unemployment line. Guess how much you'll get on your unemployment check. Shit.
And that's how we come. Like, and that's how we come on the air.
Yeah, it's like I'm serious. Like, I mean, it's the same reason why we lost that game last week. I mean, we were moving the ball until they decided to say, you know what, we're just going to run the ball and do some foolishness. And then on third down, we have to throw so we get predictable. Like, what are we doing? Then the offense gets right back off the field and the defense is tired, and that's how they end up scoring. You got too much talent to do that. I mean, nevertheless, welcome to episode 187 of the First and Framerates podcast. Myself, DJ 81, Bill's fourth
of the impromptu.
Yeah, we absolutely have nothing to talk about, to be honest. So we're just gonna be rambling. We do. Bill told me at the last second we do have a topic of the WNBA, so we're going to talk about that. That's what I'm talking about. Finally, you open up the offense, Bob DeBuzo. Well, anyway,
I thought he was going to call him Bob DeBozo.
I should have called him that. That's a great name, DJ.
Bob DeBuzo.
I said Buzo because that's drunk on the fucking sideline.
Sure, now he's Bozo.
Oh, we got Jay Gruden over there.
Yeah, pretty much. Be banging chicks and hookers.
Like I said, we have nothing to talk about, so we're going to touch on the WNBA. We're going to talk about some NFL. I'm going to be a bit distracted, to be honest with you. Georgia Southern is playing tonight on ESPN, so if you want to dual cast the podcast and watch some football, by all means do so.
Nobody want to watch that except you and Mr. Ham.
If you guys in the chat want to watch it, there you go. It's on ESPN.
So that would just leave Mr. Ham.
So nevertheless, man, everything is good, man. I'm in a good mood today. I really am. For some reason, for the last few days, I've just been feeling great. I don't know why. I don't know. I just feel good. And that's a good thing. So shout out to everybody who's here already. Everybody who hit the like button. You guys have been, listening to what I've been saying, and it worked because we had a couple of new people that was in the chat Tuesday. When you hit the like button, more people will come over and find out what we're doing, because people who watch other channels that you watch will know that you watch us, and they will come over here. Also, if you're not catching us live, we're on iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, Spotify. Download the podcast so you can listen to us on the weekends when these other podcasts are not available. We always fill that void for you, so we can laugh.
Podcasts.
Yeah, all the podcasts.
Wow.
When they not available and you want to have a good time and laugh.
When they're taking a seasonal break because the only sport they watch isn't on.
or when they're not able to break down the game properly, you don't have to watch their content. You can come watch us.
Oh damn.
Yeah, I said it. All right, let's get it. DJ, how you been, man?
I've been good. I had my stream last night. I talked about the week 7 review, did my version of it. And I won. I picked every game correctly except for one. And again, fuck you, Cam Newton and the New England Patriots. Fuck you guys. On the bottom of my heart. And the top of it too.
Hey man, what that man do to you?
He fucked up.
Be garbage.
That's all you had to say. It's like he fucked up. But other than that, he kept me from perfection last week.
Oh, I got you.
He was your New York Giants from 2008.
Oh God.
Coincidentally, it was the Patriots that.
The only thing that made me happy, other than going near perfect, was the fact that the Dallas Cowboys got their ass whooped.
Yeah, they got some problems for a while, man. That's going to be a trend.
It's funny with that wide open NFC East, we practically just ended their season.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're gonna. This may be not just a one season thing. They can be going through some real issues.
Yeah, and Dallas has never done that to a Washington franchise. Never ended our season for multiple years. We're about to literally put this franchise under their own stadium.
Yeah, I think in a couple of weeks we can go back and look at that, because I'm not going to say it for certain, but it looks like about 90% possible that they're going to have some problems. DJ.
I was gonna say
go ahead. What you about to say?
And one more thing, got that Watch Dogs hotness that we're going to talk about later. So
Is hot dog? Is it really the hotness?
I'm not
honestly, because Watch Dogs been getting a bad rap for a minute. I'm curious about that.
I am not going to bullshit you. It looks like it can get repetitive, but permadeath adds a whole new challenge. Permadeath, and each person has their own backstory, and you can recruit pretty much every single person in the game, almost like just random NPCs, because you can hack and see what their backstory is. Damn, you almost drop stuff. And
I'm trying to type.
But other than that, yeah, I like it so far. The music is actually pretty good too.
Okay, I want to get another game, but Code Vein has just been killing my time as far as games. But we'll talk about that another day. Bills, how you been, man? Tell everybody. Well, then you got to tell them. Show them you got the fresh cut. He told y'all he was gonna get it.
You know, I got rid of the fucking, the mess on top of my head. My barber low-key fucked me up because I wanted to keep some of it, but I'll grow it back out. Other than that, I got rid of my Xbox today, so gearing up for next gen. Once Xbox basically said you could play all the games on there, essentially.
Right.
That's all I needed to hear. So
yeah, basically the Xbox Series X is a souped up. The Series X is a souped up Xbox One X.
Exactly.
Basically.
So yeah, that's all I needed to hear, and I'll be grabbing mine next week. Probably pay like $600 or something on eBay. I'm not paying a ridiculous fucking price.
I really want to get the series. I want that over the PS5. I can't say it enough. I'm feeling that console over the PS5 right now.
I don't want that damn Trapper Keeper either. Shit. I'll get one sometime next year.
Man,
but
soon. I promise you. Soon as Gran Turismo 7 comes out, I will buy it. That's the game. That's the game that I want, because y'all know I've been playing Gran Turismo Sport. Between that and Code Vein, those are the two games I've been playing, and I love the racing. I mean, look, this is how big I am. I still got this game over here, just sitting right here playing this on my PS3. I mean, I love the Gran Turismo series, but that will get me to buy a PS5. So I'm ready for that. So other than that, man, let's get into it. There's nothing to talk about per se that's prominent. But I know Bill's just shot me this article about the WNBA. So
let's answer a couple of Drip X's questions, because he asked a couple in the
okay, cool. I didn't even. Okay, I got it up now. I'll see. All right.
The first one he asked, he asked about the Heisman. I think that's a no-brainer. I think Trevor Lawrence is running away with that right now. I don't think anybody's going to come close.
And the reason why I say that, because he's been the one that's been consistently playing since the season started. I mean, any Big Ten player does well. I'm really reluctant to give him the Heisman.
And they have a cupcake ass schedule. I mean, he's going to dominate against the ACC, and it's not a knock. It's just fact.
I mean, no, it's not even that. I mean, the Big Ten came in 4 weeks late. Why would you give anybody over there the Heisman? And there's no need to talk about anybody in the Big 12. The SEC looks terrible. Yeah. I mean, you really look at all the conferences. All the conferences look bad overall. The ACC, you got Clemson actually played from start to finish, and Trevor Lawrence has been playing lights out. So that's the only reason why I would give it to him. If everybody was playing at the beginning, it'd be different.
I think the bigger. Oh, go ahead.
I was about to say, we forget that Notre Dame is in the ACC this year, so they're the only team possibly could stop Clemson.
Yeah,
and not only that, that's another reason why Trevor Lawrence will probably get it, because now you have another team there that's prominent, that's a top 5 team that they're going to have to face.
I think bigger.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, now I was going to say, I think the bigger question is whether he's going to come out or not.
He's already said he may not.
So
he's definitely left it open that he.
Yeah, I think I sent that that article in the DM. He said he may stay.
Yeah.
So I don't blame him, because who wants to go to the Jets? I mean, really?
I don't think he wants.
I don't think he's going to the Jets. That's like the running meme right now.
I don't think he wants to have that mess that happened with Eli Manning back in the day. I don't think he wants to go through that.
I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced the Jets would draft him. I'm just not.
No.
If he came out I think
they'll probably go back. They'll probably draft. They'll probably trade it back.
Yeah, even if he did want to play for them, I think they'd say, "Look, we don't need a quarterback right now."
But you know what? That's true because like Drip X says, Sam Darnold sucks. I don't think he just needs people around him.
Yeah, he doesn't. Suck.
And if they trade back and get more pieces, I think that'll help him because I don't think he's not the problem.
They traded his best target away, and they have a coach who's perennially in the bottom half as far as offensive rank everywhere he's been. So I mean, that's not Sam Darnold's fault.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Let's see, where is this? There it is, right there. The details.
Another one he asked. Is the Series X also digital? No, I think it has.
No.
It has.
The S is the digital one.
Yeah.
Somebody was talking about them coming out with a mid-tier console that was like similar to the X, except
I believe it. I mean, because they made money off of it last time.
Except it would be digital. I mean, that's not something I would wait for. But
PS5
it is a good idea. Yeah.
PS5 is probably gonna do the same thing. I could probably see.
Well, they already did, but they already kind of did that though, because they had the digital version. I'm saying, I think they were saying Xbox would release a digital only version of the X, essentially.
Yeah, they will. I think they will because they did it with the 360. And they did it with the Xbox One. Right. I mean, the Xbox One S, they have a digital version of that. So yeah, I can see it happening because like it's one of the reasons why I did not decide to like really invest in physical copies of a game this generation, because that's going to be going by the wayside soon. I'm not really big on physical copies of PS5 or Xbox Series games. I'm just not. It's not like it was this current gen.
By the way, before we go to 2K, Jerry Reinsdorf needs to be checked. He just signed Tony fucking La Russa, almost 80-year-old coach. The organization's not happy about it. Basically, nobody agrees with this fucking signing. You said what?
Who do you need to be mad at again?
Jerry Reinsdorf.
Like, that's not the only reason because of that, but I mean, yeah, but it's Jerry Reinsdorf. I mean, I'm not surprised.
It is, but it's just like, it's crazy that A, he's still dealing with day-to-day operations with this fucking franchise, and B, Tony La Russa is 76 years old. Now, look, if there was any sport where it would work, it would be the antiquated league called Major League Baseball. But even then, I don't see it working. That's oh man. He's about 20 years too late.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, what were the pickings? I mean, I don't know.
They suck anyway. That's another thing. The White Sox aren't going to be good for like another 10 years. So, I mean,
they had that one World Series team with Ozzie
in 2005.
And that was it.
Yeah, with Ozzie Guillen. Yeah, I remember that.
And in 2005, and he just turns teams that have no business competing into championship contenders. He was a very underrated coach, in my opinion.
And he can't find a job for some reason.
Drip X from Wisconsin was a freshman quarterback, had a breakout start, and then ended catching COVID. Yeah, but still, Wisconsin is what, they're in the Big Ten?
Well, I mean,
they start, I can't give nobody the Heisman in the Big Ten. They start like almost a month late.
I mean, his first
I don't
name
think they're eligible.
His first name is Graham. I mean,
wow.
I mean, come on, is Graham Mertz really?
Spec asked, why the fuck the PS5 is so damn tall?
I got a question. Why is your TV shelf so small?
Wait a minute. What?
What are we talking about right now?
Here's what I'm seeing. Everybody is taking these ridiculous ass pictures of the PS5 squeezed into their small ass covered. I'm sitting there. I took a picture where my yearbooks were on an open slot on my TV stand. I was like, this is where the PS5 is going to be in this open area.
Right.
Doing too much.
No, I think people make it too much. They got to find something to talk about. Yeah. It is what it is. Drip X says is an internet box. That's why. And the Xbox Series X is a computer tower.
Well, now it's a refrigerator.
I know. Yeah, Snoop Dogg had that refrigerator. You saw that, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty dope. This one's for you, Bills. G-Rob said Bills looking dapper.
Hey man, anything's better than that damn rug on my head. But like I said, my barber fucked up. I'm gonna have to cancel that barbershop because
man, that's crazy.
I wanted a little bit higher of a fucking
shoot. That barbershop and Lil Wayne canceled.
Yeah, I know, right? They about to roast the shit out of Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne's done, bro.
Little Wayne about to be called Little Coon.
Right.
That's who he's gonna be.
All right, let's see. NBA 2K21 Next Gen, the W and my WNBA courtside report. Hey, y'all keep your questions in the chat while we do this. We're just going to talk about it real quick. Give us our thoughts. If you have your thoughts as well, you can put that in the chat as well. I'm trying to see.
The first thing I'm just going to throw out there, this game has 2 fully functional franchise modes.
You see, I just highlighted that, right?
Guys over at EA.
No, DJ, think about it.
Right.
Technically, they have 4.
Oh, that's right.
Because they have 2 career modes and 2 franchise. Bro, how the fuck they add 2 new franchise modes basically in 1 year, and Madden's still like, hey, buy the new one, December. Like, bitch, we've been waiting for years for y'all to fix the damn franchise mode. 2K's over here shitting on y'all right now.
Man, it's like, you know, the Madden are the Jets, and, you know, 2K is just everybody else in the AFC. It's right.
Terrible. Yeah, let me tell you something. This is a big deal. People are talking about the my player stuff, and that's cool. But WNBA franchise mode is, to me, I think, even with the my player stuff, I think this is huge because now a lot of people can actually understand how the WNBA works. Like, a lot of people try to poo-poo on it, the quality of it, but now you can actually, people who get into the franchise mode, they can understand how the WNBA works, how is it different, and I think it will garner more interest in the actual league outside of, hey, I can play with a female now, this is cool. Yeah, that is cool, but now you can actually understand the league instead of talking shit about the league. So this is big. And I like that part of it.
And to be honest, I talked to DJ at length about this. I'm pretty excited because I'm going to do a franchise with WNBA team. It's less games, and honestly, sometimes the gameplay feels better. Like, I talked to DJ about this on FIFA.
Especially the player movement.
Yeah, the FIFA, the gameplay seemed more natural when you were playing with the female national teams because it's slowed down. It feels more pronounced, their movement. So this is going to be interesting. And obviously the 3-on-3 online, people are going to probably jump on that. You know, everybody's going to poo-poo this online, and then they're going to end up playing these modes, and you're going to somehow catch them lacking. Like, oh, you was talking shit, and now you're playing it, so, you know.
All right, check this out. This is they said this is going to be fully customizable. Create a league of your own from the rules, finances, CBA draft.
Wait a minute, hold up. Roll title, roll credits, a league of their own. Everybody remembers that baseball movie.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Madonna.
I don't know if they knew that when they wrote that, but I caught that. So that
was a great movie.
Yeah, it really was. CBA draft, everything in between. Use 2K presets for a different experience or download shared settings from the community. Let me tell you something. This right here, that's a big deal because they got this from the modding community. Because on PC, they were able to do that with a couple of games. I don't think it was the current 2K, but I know like in the last gen 2K, I think it was around 2K13 or 14, it was able to tweak certain things to where you can have certain playoff modes or certain things within the settings of that. Also, I don't know how deep it goes, but I know you can change the CBA in the current 2K. I know DJ, you had
you can change everything.
Yeah, really. You can change. This is pretty much this is the female version of my league.
Okay.
Yeah, last year they implemented. Yeah, last year they implemented all these settings into.
Now, were you able to share them? Because I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that.
This was last year, I think.
Yeah. See, that my thing was that I know that was something that they tried on PC for a while. Basically, that was just a private modding community that did that. So that's what I knew of. Skip the season altogether. Yeah, we knew that. Want to play your friends online league. Turn on role-playing elements to experience the WNBA from a GM perspective. So are they going to have a My GM as well?
Yeah, it's basically it's basically a WNBA version of.
Yeah, but the way that Yeah, but the way they're writing this to make it seem like it's different. That's why I'm asking.
They're just basically reiterating the shit that they already have in the regular My League.
Pretty much.
For experienced players, up the difficulty. Yeah, I already know about that. Find yourself immersing your sandbox. Save, upload, and customize your configuration so you can share what you built. Okay, that's basically what the first dot said.
Yeah.
Like,
that's what I'm saying. They're just reiterating shit that's already in.
This defense is playing so goddamn good. This offense need to do something, man. This defense is playing amazing. All right, so what are you guys' thoughts over? I think this is long overdue. A lot of people are saying that, finally the women gets a chance. Yeah, in the basketball realm, but there have been some female-oriented sports titles that nobody really gave them. I have a few of them behind me, but we're not going to go there. But it's good to see it in the basketball realm. This is long overdue. What are your guys' thoughts?
DJ called it, so I mean, I can't. I don't know what he would have to say except "told you so."
Pretty much. I'm like, this is what I've been waiting for and knew it was coming. They kind of set it up with the current gen, being able to customize the rosters. Once you're able to customize the rosters, now they have it figured out that they can generate. Once you get because obviously, I don't know if this is where. Somebody would definitely have to be very knowledgeable about the women that are coming out of college to create a draft class with the real women with the faces and stuff like that. So now that you can do all that,
I'm pretty sure
now you have the female equivalent of draft classes. And
yeah,
stuff like
that. I don't put nothing past the people who are creative in the community, console or PC. That's going to get done, and they're going to do a damn good job. And in some cases, I still believe that some of these dudes out here do better than the devs when it comes to certain things. It's not even close. So I'm not really worried. The only thing that would be problematic if they limit how much customization they can do as far as draft classes. If they don't have that many limitations, you're going to have some of these players going to be looking exactly like they would if the devs put them in the game.
It's if it's like the male version of the draft classes and how you're able to, change tendencies and stuff like that in the roster, then the women are going to be in for a treat.
Right.
WNBA, My League. What do they call it the W or just?
I think the W is my player.
Yeah, the W is the my player, but the WNBA My League. Well, I don't know because right here it says WNBA
My League, I think.
Yeah, it says WNBA My League. But I think they got WNBA My Player because on the screen right here it says.
No, they do. We're getting to that. Yeah, we're getting to that.
So it says building your My Player. First thing you're doing creating your My Player is to pick the player's head, import face scan. Okay, so that's gonna be funny because you're gonna have these funny ass dudes gonna be doing this face scan and putting it on women. I already know it. You got these clown ass dudes in the community that's gonna be doing that.
You know what? They were already practicing. We seen Jack Moo Johnny do his little rendition.
But you know what? Some
we
of
know
them
it's coming.
Look on what you call it, Snapchat. When they didn't have like this filter where guys could be girls or something like that.
That's what I'm saying. That's where Jack Moo Johnny did his.
Oh, I didn't know he did it. I just.
That's what I just.
I didn't know it was on Snapchat, DJ. Did you say that? No.
I was just saying that he already posted that on Twitter.
Yes, but I said
of his face in the female form.
And I said other guys was doing that on Snapchat. To be honest, I didn't know people still use Snapchat. Nobody even talk about that anymore. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, that's why I said Twitter. But
like I know, like it was like 6, maybe 7 months ago. People used Snapchat doing that shit. It was like a meme. You can choose from 30 base heads. You can completely customize to form your likeness. After this, you'll get one of the most important early decisions: create and determine your player type.
30 base heads sounds hilarious. Sounds like you're picking from drug addicts.
I know, right?
You might as well skip all those. It's the same.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. That's what I said when they said the player type. Like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, get down to
because all this right here is like you already know what type of players you can.
Face red.
Yeah, get down to where it says WNBA player on and off the court.
That's right here. As touch upon the intro, we felt it was important that let players experience what it means to be a WNBA player on and off the court. In order to do this, we built the mold on the foundation of a set of different pillars that track the progress of your player and the league. Core progression is track. Okay.
We could just
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
we
okay.
can
I was
just
just
go
gonna.
through these real quick.
I was about to go ahead. You can go ahead and go through them.
So I mean, progression is pretty straightforward. It's just progressing your player. We've already had that in my career. Popularity is an interesting one. They've already had that one. But it's pretty much the same. Participating in off the court events and going to signing endorsements, things like that. But WNBA popularity is where this gets interesting, because basically you become kind of like a flag bearer of the league, and it's your job kind of to boost the popularity of the league. They said as a result you'll get more nationally televised games. It produces increases to player salary, so you're really carrying the torch for the league. Player wealth. There's a lot of things here because they talk about we'll talk about that a little bit later. Player wealth is basically just what's in your bank account. You can track your player's bank account. It includes money earned with your WNBA salary that gets paid out by playing WNBA games and doing various jobs off the court. The teammate chemistry is pretty much what it's been. They have a takeover where you can control all 5 players. That's already in there. Now, this is interesting. Off day and off season jobs. There are a lot of different ones you can choose. You can be a coach, and that's just basically these jobs center on improving your knowledge and abilities in the game of basketball. So that's interesting. It kind of boosts your team chemistry. Entrepreneur, it says learn how to run your own business and become better at making money. I mean, that's kind of speaks for itself. Global icon. That means bringing in international fans to your brand. So that's another interesting thing. Fashion icon. Maybe you want to start your own. All these are kind of self-explanatory, but it's amazing that they have this shit in there. I hope they have most of these on the NBA side, because that would kind of be the counter to NHL's career mode in a way. I still think NHL has a slight edge, but this shit is all really, really good. And that's pretty much it, man. I mean, they have the 3-on-3 online, but we don't care about that.
Yeah. I mean, the online stuff is the thing that I really try to stay away from.
But those factors that they have, off season and off day jobs and player wealth. I mean, that's some interesting stuff. WNBA popularity. You're basically in charge of how successful the league is in a way.
Oh, Lil Uzi Vert, why that was a scary throw? Because they don't let Shy Works throw footballs like that. They don't let him throw like that. That's why when you think he throws like, oh my God, I don't know. They need to get him in a rhythm to throw the ball like that. You have the offense, you have the talent, and when you let things happen and he's actually able to compartmentalize his throws, he can be very successful. That's why that worked.
So you're saying he shouldn't only throw the ball 6 times?
No, he should throw the ball he should throw the ball at least 15 to 18 times, and at least 10 of those times should be basic packages throwing, because he's not like the quarterback to throw the ball. I mean, he's an option style quarterback that don't know how to. I ain't gonna say you don't know, but he's very limited to reading defenses. So give him something that's a package for him to throw, and it works every time. Just like there, touchdown Georgia Southern.
Exactly what I said. Pooh said Trevor Lawrence getting COVID will equal an L for the next 2 games at least. That's not true.
No,
they're in the ACC, and they can have a backup that is.
It's not even that. It's not even the fact that they're in the ACC. Their level of recruiting is so high. Their backup quarterback could start and damn near 100. Yeah, their backup quarterback is just that good. They recruit so well. Hell, even a third stringers probably could be a starter somewhere. That's how well that they recruit. So it's not gonna be that big of a drop off. They'll be fine. Everybody said that when Kelly Bryant got benched and Trevor Lawrence came in. Oh, Kelly Bryant is benched and Clemson's are gonna lose all these games, and Trevor Lawrence came in and lit everybody up. It's no different. But I think at the end of the day, man, this is huge. I mean, we kind of saw this coming. DJ necessarily did. I didn't see the franchise mode coming. It was more my player. But with the franchise mode, I think that is more important, in my opinion, than the my player. A lot of people will say my player because they can, they do the online thing. But I think when people are going to be genuinely curious of how their franchise work, and it's going to help the brand of the WNBA over than, oh, I'm breaking ankles with the female on the park. Yeah, I mean, you see how that worked out for NBA Live. And it's not a shot at having my player, but you see how it worked out. It was just a visual thing. But for the WNBA to have content, like real content, I would not be surprised by 2023, 2024, people may want them to have their own separate game. And that's a really big deal for the WNBA. That'd be great. You know what I mean? Y'all disagree or agree?
I kind of agree with that.
I mean,
because it's like you want to attach yourself to the league, to the NBA, until you like get off and running on your own. I'm like, the WNBA's been I feel like the WNBA was more notable back in the day than it is now.
Like when it first started, right? Yeah, I agree.
But
because when it first started, it was like on like regular TV, like
Like I felt like it was getting coverage, just like the NBA. Just obviously not as it still wasn't generating as much money. And then that one part in the jobs that you can do, or the fact that you're pretty much tasked to represent the league and help have the league make money. That should end a lot of these debates that we keep seeing every single time on Twitter when a random WNBA player says we should be making the same amount of money as our male counterparts. But the league, one league makes way more money, so they're able to pay their players that league versus the WNBA that is at a certain level, so they can only pay a certain amount. I'm like, that's
another thing.
That's reality.
That's another thing. If they do
financial reality,
that's if they do run the franchise mode, people will see. Well, damn, this is all the salary that they get. Yeah, this is how it is in real life, bro. Like, you're not about to give, your favorite female player that you drafted, LeBron James, money. They just don't make that kind of money. Now you see what everybody's been talking about.
See, that's why when people play these games, and obviously I can tell a lot of people don't play the franchise mode because you look at these certain contracts. I think the only game that really doesn't go into detail is Madden. But all these other games, they go into details with these contracts and like what it means. And you look
I will promise you they would do that with this one. They would do that. If they don't do it in this season, if they don't do it in this game, they'll do it in the next one.
The one thing they're gonna do in this game that's gonna be a bit disingenuous is filling them damn arenas for these WNBA games. Now, based on that, somebody might be under the impression, well, shit, they got a packed crowd every day.
Now,
no, but you know what? Though, what they should do, they need to be honest and have it halfway packed, a little bit packed, and you have to win games to bring people to the games.
But
that would give you an incentive to do
what the WNBA. That's what the. Well, that would be the my player thing for sure because they have the WNBA popularity thing.
Why not do it? Why not do it in the franchise mode as well? You see what I mean?
But
I agree.
Here's the thing that there's two things about NBA 2K. One about the WNBA, and that is the fact that are they going to update where the stadiums are available for the current gen as well as the next gen, or are they still going to play in like that single arena for next gen as well? So I don't know why they couldn't just copy and paste it. Not obviously on current gen. I felt like they could have copied and pasted the stadiums they had last year for the women, and then two. Damn, I forgot the second part I had. I had a second part. I'll remember it later. There was a second part that I remember.
It happens, bro. All right, I changed the title. To the podcast episode. I changed it to WNBA 2K21 and Random Rambling. So
where did the pet peeves one come from?
I just needed something to put. I just need something to add. Man.
Random rambling. Random ramble. What is this fucking alliteration? Random rambling.
Random rambling.
That's why I say that shit 5 times fast.
Rambling, stumbling, fumbling.
Yeah. That sounds like one of those old NFL films.
Yeah, that just goes to show we had nothing to talk about until this article came up.
That shit sounds like them old NFL films are rambling.
But yeah, I think this is like I said, it's a big deal. A lot of people can get a lot of education when it comes to the WNBA. Kudos to the guys at 2K Sports are putting this together. I think they've done a service to the WNBA as far as good defense, excellent defense by Del Breaker. They better not call a flag, you fucking bitches. Excellent, job by 2K for giving these ladies some exposure, and now people can understand how the WNBA works. Hopefully, more people will be more inclined to give this mode a shot and give the ladies a chance to show what they can do. I think it's gonna be great.
Well, since we're talking about 2K, I gotta talk about this shit because this kind of rubbed me the wrong way. So they posted this little short snippet of Kobe Bryant on Next Gen.
Oh boy, here we go.
Okay, so
no, I already know what you're about to say. I'm 100% with you. I already know.
Like, why did the man have to die for you to get a correct scan in the game of him?
Well,
because he was
about 50% with you on that.
I mean, but that's the first place I'm going with it. The second place is that wasn't what he looked like on the 04 Lakers. So that's even worse.
Wait a minute, that's an 04 Lakers Kobe?
Yeah, he had the number 8 on.
Ouch.
Who's getting hyped for that?
Bro, so that's my thing. Like now, unless that was a my team.
That looked like Kobe from last year.
Unless that was like a my team thing, and even then, he didn't look like that back in 08 or whenever they're picking, whatever primetime version of Kobe they're picking, he didn't look like that until he was damn near a shell of himself.
I thought they updated all the versions of Kobe for Next Gen. That's what I read.
They claim they did, and they only showed one. So I'm like, okay, well, when can we even play as that version of Kobe? Then I see he has number 8. I'm like, what the fuck? That's not what he looked like.
Hey, somebody in marketing messed up. They didn't review the footage.
I just want to know why that man had to pass away for them to get his scan right. I'm sorry.
Because that's what I was about to say. I'm like, they finally got his scan right, but I wasn't glad to pass away part. I was like, that's what I was thinking. Because that's what I was thinking. I was like, they finally got him right after all this time. Because
think about it.
Like Kobe, even in 2K10, Kobe was like, what? Kobe looked like Kobe in Live 10. I will give him that. But after that, it's like they never really got him like they were supposed to.
You either have to pass away or retire. They got Wade's scan wrong for years. As soon as he was on a fucking deluxe edition, all of a sudden Dwayne Wade looks like Dwayne Wade. Well, shit. Let's get to
Joe Numbers has a point. He did look good. His scan was straight.
And 2K14, and that was the last time.
Yeah, I will agree. I almost forgot about it. He did look right in 2K14. I agree.
Everybody did damn near.
Yeah, that is true.
Remember that when they didn't have Jordan right until 11, and then
it went downhill again.
Yes, it went downhill
again. Right.
Like his whole body wasn't even right. It was like, what the hell is this? Player 99 or
their thing now? Their thing now is they mess up the skin tones for certain guys, and they get really lazy as far as fixing the hairstyles when they're on multiple teams.
Well, and that leads me to the thing that I was supposed to remember from earlier about the player tendencies and whatnot. This is all going to go downhill if the player tendencies are way off.
Well, I'm glad I got to edit them in the last version.
See, you know what's funny? And that's not even... Do we know if that's even... Like, if you had a roster... file, can that be transferred to Next Gen?
I'm not sure.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that's interesting, but I don't know. They didn't never say.
Thankfully, I didn't put much effort into that one.
I just look at it like this: if that's not the case, there are gonna be a lot of upset folks in Xbox Series X drops.
They better have creative player for a female because Sabrina Ionescu is I'm pretty sure she's still not scanned into the game.
But I want to see why they wouldn't.
They have a my player, but I mean outside of the mode.
They should.
They should.
I hope they do.
I mean, if they have a franchise mode,
if they don't, then that's a fail.
Yeah, now you're looking at NBA Live status then, because Live they wouldn't let you customize anybody either for a while.
The trick to that, I guess, would be making your my player, because I guess they automatically are in that roster file, and then putting them on a team, I guess, would be the kind of I guess
Man, these
and South Alabama just scored a touchdown, but that was very tough defense.
You said soft Alabama?
No,
Alabama.
Well, they are soft. But South Alabama, they just scored a touchdown, but that's a tough pass.
Why aren't they called Southern Alabama?
I don't know.
South Alabama is weird.
He threw that ball across his body. Nobody thought that ball was going that way.
That's like like calling USC South California.
Right.
Wow.
Sounds weird. I don't know.
They're down there in Mobile, down there where Dollar lives. That's what I guess is what they call South Alabama. But yeah, he threw that ball. He threw that ball across his body. Nobody thought that ball was going that way. If everybody's rolling one way, he throws it across his body. Somebody's gonna be open. Yeah, 10-10. Yeah, it was a push off too, but I don't want to talk about that because the refs missed that. I saw that as well. Let's see what else. What about this Watch Dogs thing, man? Because I mean, I've been
let DJ take it away.
Yeah, what are your thoughts about this game? Because you've been playing it. I mean,
yeah, I've been liking it so far. The controls are pretty like. If you've been playing Watch Dogs this whole entire time, if you play 1, 2, you pretty much play them all. Well, there's only 2 of them anyway. Well, now there's 3. So,
is there driving in the game?
Yeah, there's driving in the game.
Oh god.
The funny thing about that is that most of the cars, if you look into them, they're being driven without a person in them. Meaning, because there's a feature called auto drive. The cars driving themselves, and they'll be marked with an A. There are drivers in certain cars, but then others are auto driven. You actually can get into a car and you pick a waypoint on the map, and you can use the auto drive feature, and it'll drive you, and it'll obey the traffic laws and avoid.
What the fuck is this? A Tesla sponsored?
Basically. They actually have the electric stations. I don't know if you can actually charge. You can't. Obviously, they don't have a fuel system in this game. But the main thing I do like about it is the fact that you get to recruit people. Each person has a different skill set. That's what
attracted me to this game when I was watching the gameplay.
And permadeath makes no one has died on my team yet. I got like 4 people. I just recruited this older lady, not the grainy, but she was like 50. Like everybody I have is over 30. So I don't know if that's like ageism or whatever.
That's definitely ageism.
but it's like the first 3 I picked up were due to the mission. I just completed missions. They let you select a group of like one person out of a group of people. So I picked the 60-year-old black man that sounded like Sherlock. Shit. That sounded like Sherlock Holmes.
So, let me tell you how much I don't give a damn, right? Let me tell you how much I don't give a damn. Georgia Southern's playing, and I had no idea that the Falcons was playing tonight. I had no fucking idea.
That's right, the Falcons.
I just happened to see it on Twitter.
Man,
I had no idea they were playing.
You should show him that GIF I shared earlier when the Detroit Lions were pointing at him and patting him while he was on the 1 yard. No, when he pretty much scored that accidental touchdown.
Yo, I'm dead serious. I had no idea that nobody. I had no idea they were playing. Shout out to Pelican Man. Let's expose him real quick. Shout out to Pelican Man. Pelican Man said, "I told you I wasn't coming back to Bill's 4th cut his hair, bro. You was here the entire time. You had no idea that he had his hair cut unless you've been here. Wow. Stop lying. You just haven't been in the chat. You've been here the entire time, every episode. And we appreciate the support. Stop lying." How would you know that, Bill?
That was the most. Hold on.
I was hearing the ether beat in the background.
That was the most aggressive show of gratitude I have ever heard about. Thank you for the support, whole ass. Thank you for
the support. But we already knew you was here the entire time.
Your words did not match your energy at all.
Right. How'd you know? Shit.
Then he said, Watchdog franchise not worth talking about. What is worth talking about is my Clayface.
Yeah,
he went from talking about another man's haircut to his own face. I have questions.
I wasn't going to go there.
I don't. I don't at all.
like VF used to say all the time, I'm over here.
Yeah, I'm over here. I ain't want nothing to do with that. Another man's face. I'm good.
And
Anyway,
he's still spelling Klay Thompson's name.
Hey, you guys, I'm dead serious when I say this. Let's make a quick push. Everybody share this podcast. I want some people to go ahead and come through and show us what we're doing over here. I will tell DJ and Bills why in a second, but I really want you guys to give us some love real quick. Come give us some love real quick.
Whoa, pause.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I'm just saying.
DJ.
The optics of what he just said. If somebody would have came in at that point, he just said that.
That's right. All right, show us some love. Come through.
Like, is he gay?
Yeah, cute Miss Ladybug. Show us some love. Come to let me stop.
How's she's doing all right with everything?
She was posting No Man's Sky clips of the alien spaceship that's in the game. And that's another thing. No Man's Sky is going to have a next gen upgrade. It's free for everybody.
The Pelican boy, you was not in the chat, but you was
Pelican boy. Yo. That's smoke on sight right there.
That's like I'm calling.
How would you know that man needed to go get a haircut? He was watching. Appreciate it though.
Nigga watching. That's what he was doing.
Hey man.
What nigga watching? That sounds like a 1940s leisure event between white people. In this country, that's what it sounded like.
Yeah, they turned him loose. He found a nigga. That's what he would do.
This is going.
That's why half of us have been slaved in the first place because of him.
This is going off the rails terribly.
Way off the rails, right?
Yeah.
Okay, shout works with another good run. Okay, good run. But I've been playing Cold Vein, man, and it's basically an anime version of Dark Souls. That game it's a pretty difficult game, but I love it. Maybe one day I may stream it. I don't know. It's not the type of game that I will put on the channel, either on the Twitch channel. But I'm enjoying it a lot. I didn't think I was gonna like it until I was at one of the my retro gaming stores, and they had it for like $9. I was like, I'll try it. I'll buy it, whatever. And I started playing it, and I couldn't put it down. I've been playing it ever since. You have to fight these crazy looking, wonky looking demons or whatever. It's really weird, but it has a nice little story to it. I kind of recommend it. If you're into it.
Speaking of game stores, I was in GameStop today. I didn't know them fucking racing wheels cost so much goddamn money. That racing wheel cost $250.
Which one was it?
Bro, I don't fucking know. Bro, I never knew the prices of racing wheels. So when I saw that shit, I'm like, $250 for a fucking racing wheel? That shit better steer itself like a Tesla.
I will tell you this, and I'm a fan of racing wheels, but I'm not a big fan of expensive ones. But
wait a minute,
if you do get
I saw it too, Bills. I saw it.
What?
Get them.
Get who? Oh, you talking about the chat?
No, Bills. Bills got this. Just sit back and allow this man to cook.
Wait a minute. Like if you do get a racing wheel of that caliber, they're really good. But those are for people who actually have a mount and they actually have a setup. That's why they cost so much.
Okay. No. We're not just gonna let this shit escape out. First off, we told you podcasts ago not to fall asleep on your caps lock button. Nobody's scared of you virtually, bro. Secondly, I was hanging with Soft Drink TV and Geddon.
So basically 2 dudes.
That sounds like
gay.
Bro, so you were hanging out with a snitch and a bitch. Okay, cool. We can move on. Glad we clarified that.
You stupid, man.
What? He walked right into that one.
He really did. And that's for the Rinky Dink content. Let me tell you right now, this Rinky Dink podcast is the best one on the internet right now.
He's at this Rinky Dink podcast.
Right.
Well, that is true. And that is true. So what did that tell you?
The Ricky Dick podcast, whose viewership just went up because I roasted you, sorry ass. Stay your ass in New Orleans, buddy.
Nah, man.
Zion stays healthy this year.
What? Okay. I'm okay with that. That wasn't too bad. But yeah, we tied, man. They went right back down and scored on us. It's 10-10.
It looks like the Falcons are about to score. Oh, yo, almost got his head taken off.
Yeah, I totally forgot that the Falcons is playing tonight. I'm dead serious. I had no idea.
Well, they're losing 7-3 right now, but they're I think they're just outside or they're within the red zone right now. They look like they're going to score.
Yeah, I'm not really interested.
That was just funny last week.
Oh, I have something to talk about since we have our topics.
Now, go ahead. What's up?
So I'm talking with State of Franchise Sports right now, and he commented on this Jerry Reinsdorf post that I made. Just to clarify, in '96, Jordan didn't request a trade, right? He was set to be a free agent and could have left for the Knicks, right? It wasn't because he's saying Phil Jackson said in his book that Jordan requested a trade. I don't think that's what happened. He was a free agent and re-signed, didn't he?
Yes.
So, because I think he signed.
Because it was big news. Like they had the Sports. I don't know if it was Sports Illustrated. They had the mock cover of him in a Knicks uniform. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the summer that everybody was holding their breath.
Because I remember, even in the documentary, he kind of talked about how everything was set up, and he said, "Look, my deal was going to be up in '98, which means he probably restructured whatever deal he had when he initially came back in '95, and he set it up where, okay, everybody's contract kind of expires in '98. This is why this is the last dance. That's why I know for sure he couldn't have requested a trade because there was no contract to request a trade from, really. He just basically came back and played the rest of the season with the team, and then it was, okay, well, now I have a rift with Jerry Reinsdorf, and maybe I need to get out of here. And it didn't end up happening. But no, I don't think it was requesting a trade.
No,
I tell you, man, these motherfuckers here, bro.
Man, what's Mr. Ham talking about? That's a mature team right there, DJ. Who was I talking about?
I don't know. Maybe he's behind. He must be behind us.
Yeah, he must be because I'm lost.
Yeah, he must be behind.
Training wheels for driving.
No, he's talking about the racing wheel.
I know.
I'm gonna tell you, man. No, like all seriousness, like some of these games. Yeah, my son.
I heard.
KB3's like, you don't turn that Georgia Southern shit.
Nah, he's getting sleepy. It's around that time. 9 o'clock, he's ready to go. But no, some of these racing.
Wait, hold on. Pelican man, you ain't got no money.
No. Skate past that. This motherfucker said, based on your attitudes lately, bitch, you just said you weren't on the podcast. Now you know about it.
Didn't I say what I said earlier?
You're worse than Trump. We're real time fact checking your ass on air.
Right, didn't I just say that? And I told y'all he was here the entire time.
Just like Mr. Hampson, take that L, pal.
Right. It's exactly what I said. He was here the entire time. He's lying to her. I was not in the chat. No, you wasn't in the chat.
Go hang out with that snitch and bitch. We call y'all snitch, bitch, and pal. That's what you call y'all. Snitch, bitch, and pal taking L's. That's what they call y'all.
Oh, wow.
That's what they call y'all, bro.
Real quick, since we're still
taking
on
L's
the random.
and going to hell.
Since we're still on the.
Why you gotta be going to hell, though? Yo.
Hey, shoot, where he's at in Louisiana, they're already below the sea level, so you might as well. They already
Shout out to J Miles, man. I gotta throw that in. This is weird.
Right. Speaking of more random stuff, on that 3rd and 18, they end up getting a 4th down. Yeah, Tyler Bass would have made that field goal. I agree. And they decided not to even kick it because they're back. The kicker now is pretty good, but nope. They didn't want to test it, but 10-10.
You're Pelican man. You're like a walking roast. He said lately, no, I'm talking about how you've been treating me. Bro, we're not your man. Shut the fuck up. Like, these emotions.
Hold on. But when he said that, that's a song, right? Lately.
Yeah, Stevie Wonder, Jodeci.
No,
which one you want?
Jodeci.
Yeah.
The live
Also,
unplugged version.
Yeah, we already know Mr. Ham. We know that Trevor Lawrence test positive. We talked about that about 10 minutes ago. But yeah, they're showing it right now at the halftime right now.
Oh, so that was for real?
Yeah, he has tested positive for COVID.
I wasn't on Twitter. Yeah, I know he said it, but I didn't think that was real.
Oh, so you trying to say Pooh's not credible?
Hey, I was about to say that.
Who's about as credible as Who's about as credible as his team?
Well, I forgot Joe Numbers is from Louisiana as well. I forgot about that.
Not too much on Louisiana. Hey, look, man, Mafia 3 was a great game.
Mafia 3 was a great game. You know, you had to kill a whole bunch of black people before you could kill a whole bunch of white people in the game.
Yo, these motherfuckers took out every Haitian in that city before they could attack.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my!
And the one time you walk in the restaurant, hey, what you doing, boy?
Right.
So like, hey,
and the whole time
back stiffen up, and you walk right back out there.
Yo, and the whole time they try to make us seem like Diddy. Oh, we the boss of everything, but we reporting to a white dude like he's our Clive Davis. Get the fuck out of here.
Nah, that's crazy. I don't know, man. This is. I'm gonna tell you, we love the chat. I mean, I wanted to say something. I don't have that much to say. Hey, we love the chat. Pelican Man, Uzi, Mr. Ham, Joe Numbers. Who's all here? Pooh's still here. Wasn't Quaface here earlier? Jack Green.
Yeah, he was. I think he might.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. We're just talking, man. This is
what happens when we have no topics.
Yeah, I mean, like it's literally dry until like next week. Like
all they got was a field goal out of that. Wow.
Pelican Man said, "I'm the best thing about this rinky dink. Otherwise, people would be."
All right,
Pelican Man, you outed yourself by saying you're hanging with like two different dudes. I don't know what he's talking about.
Wait a minute. Let's find out if everybody
staring at other dudes' faces and commenting on their hairstyle.
Let's find out if everybody
own face.
Let's find out if everybody falls asleep if he's not here. Let's find out.
Yo, and while we're handing out L's, hand out an L to his English teacher. That motherfucker can't type for shit.
Let's find out if everybody goes to sleep because he's not here. Let's do that.
Yo,
hey man. Let's touch on something real quick. What are everybody's expectations for the next gen consoles? Honestly, they come out in a week. Let's give our expectations.
I was about to say 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, I don't know why I'm thinking. You know what? I'm thinking that's next week.
Yeah, that might be an L, bro. Yeah,
it's about a week and a half.
They come out
You guys about right. It's about a week and a half. So what are you guys thoughts about the next gen consoles? They come out. What do you think there's going to be hype? You think they're going to live up to expectations? You think it's going to blow people away once they start, getting them in the house and cutting them on, and they're going to play a few games? What do you guys think?
Well, first of all, most of the people are going to suffer an L because they're going to try to figure out where to place their next-gen consoles. People are going to be trying to stuff them in their small-ass cupboards and whatnot. And I'm talking about you, too. And I think graphically there'll be, because that little bit of ray tracing that's going to be in these consoles is going to be a difference maker. Visually,
you can see it in those screenshots in the WNBA, boy. That shit looks crazy.
Well, shoot, when I was playing Watch Dogs, I checked out the settings. Major difference on PC.
Wait a minute. Is that the same gym that Zion was doing them dunks in?
Probably.
In that trailer?
They just darkened it. They probably darkened it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I feel like... honestly, overall, I feel like both companies should take an L, because this whole pre-ordering process, the fact that they had limited numbers and they're making it like a Hunger Games type situation with these next gen consoles. Literally, I won't be surprised if I hear on the news people were robbed leaving GameStop or Best Buy and whatnot, and it'll be all Microsoft and Sony's fault for that. Mm-hmm. So anybody gets robbed, stabbed, killed, it'd be like people standing in line for Jordans.
What are your thoughts? PS5, Xbox One. What do you?
Quaface is like, I'm laying mine down.
Yeah, he's not even standing his up. Right.
Here you go.
I can't even blame him.
Like, what are your thoughts? Like, people get it. You know, what do you think their initial thoughts are going to be?
Well, first, this is what I'll say about what DJ said as far as those, the getting robbed thing. I talked to homeboy at GameStop, and yeah, everybody who said GameStop only got 12 Xbox, no, they weren't lying. Like, they got 12, and they got 32 PS5s. So that's not a lot of consoles. I mean, that's just not a lot. They're going to be getting hounded for the next 3 months with calls. Hey,
you got to think about it. Christmas is Black Friday, Christmas, then tax time. So people are going to be hounding them. You're right.
And Best Buy already said they aren't having any in store. Everything is going to be launch day, online. They're not going to have that shit. So,
man, I'm going to take off my earphones for a second, but people are going to be doing this.
pretty much. I'm not gonna lie. I was waiting for some shit to pop off. When I picked up my Xbox One release day, I was ready for some shit to pop off at GameStop. But the only people that really showed up were people who literally had pre-orders. Like, they knew like nobody else.
Yeah, when I got my PS4, I remember I was living in Atlanta at the time. And luckily, the GameStop I was at was a low-key spot in Atlanta. So it was like me and two other people. We got ours like soon as they opened and we were out. Right. So we really didn't have because I don't think they did a midnight release for theirs at that particular one. They did it when they opened that morning. And for some reason, not too many people was there.
Man,
GameStop tried to throw people off. They opened early so people wouldn't even show up thinking, okay.
Yeah, they did open early. I do remember that. They did open early that day. They didn't do a midnight release. They opened because they usually open like at 10. I think they'll open at like 8:30 or something like
that. These shits open at 12 now.
I would not recommend these stores opening up at midnight. That's
not for these consoles.
They have to pay. They have to pay a night detail anyway. The cop. That's why they stopped doing midnight releases pretty much all around Boston. They said they're tired of paying for the detail, the cop detail. As far as expectations, it depends. I mean, if you skipped out on the PS4 Pro or the Xbox One X, you're in for a big surprise if you have the H or 4K TV to be compatible with it. The good thing about this is, like I said, this isn't really a TV thing. If you have a 4K TV, you're going to see the upgrades. This is more of a hardware thing on the console. Everybody talking about going out and buying these 8K TVs and all that different shit, and ULED and all. No, you don't need.
If you get an 8K TV, you're basically buying a 3090 or a 6900 XT. These consoles are not doing 8K. They may do 8K screenshots, but the 3900 and the 6900 XT, these new graphics cards are already trying to push 8K at 30.
But
like I said,
that's how strong these graphics cards are. They're doing 8K at 30 already.
But you know what? The main thing is that you want to get a TV, whether it's 4K, 8K, whatever, that is doing 120 hertz or higher. Maybe I think 240. I think 240 is, if you look at it, because 120 is, when you read it on the description, they'll say 120. Sometimes that actually means 60. Right. And 240 would be 120. And you have to be careful. It's hertz versus motion rate.
But see,
my current TV is motion rate 120, but it's actually 60 hertz. So
the PlayStation 3D TV is one of the first examples that did that. They said you could do 240 hertz on the 3D TV, but no, it's still 60, but the 240 comes in with the motion rate of the 3D capabilities. It's not you're not going to be running anything at 240. Yeah, no, you're not.
Right.
So, totally understand.
Mr. Ham, we said this when we initially talked about the consoles. Just his last question, he said, consoles requiring us to get a 4K HDR compatible TV. If you don't have one, there's no point in getting this console. I'm just going to tell you straight out.
And they're not requiring. They're not requiring it. What it is you can get the full capabilities of it by getting that TV.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying.
But that's
like
not
literally
the requirement, though. That's just...
It's not requiring it. But what I'm saying is, it's kind of a waste if you're not maximizing the use of that console. This is for a graphical and performance upgrade. So if you're playing this on a HD TV, it's like, why? Like, what's the point of you upgrading? That's my only thing.
Well, my problem is with the people with the 8K TVs. Like, what?
They're just trying to get ahead of the game. I don't.
Yeah, they're trying to get. I mean, you always have people do that. When 1080p TVs came out and they were like super expensive, everybody would buy them early just to be on top of the game. But like I said, man.
Yeah, but there was a major difference though. It seems like right now it's like subtle differences in these TVs now.
Well, I mean, when you talk about 4K, I agree. 8K, I mean, 8K is basically like a future-proofing your display. Because, like I said, you're probably not going to see an 8K console until probably maybe next generation.
There's not even 4K, there's not even 4K cable right now.
That's what I'm saying, and that's pushing it. Thinking that the next console generation will push 8K.
Man,
they may, but I doubt it. But like I said, these graphic cards that are coming, not all of them, but the top of the line graphics cards that are out, they're pushing like 4K like at 160 right now. So they can do 8K at 30, and they're already saying that they can do that.
Hold on, let me pop in one quick. I know Preliminary Sports, he said the midnight release in Oxon Hill is dangerous. Yeah, because that's just outside of Southeast DC. And when I worked at one of my previous jobs, it was a no-go zone for any type of deliveries. So,
oh wow, yeah. Man, that's crazy. What you about to say, Bills?
I was gonna respond to Mr. Ham. Look, a lot of people enjoy their console without HDR. I know people who enjoy the PS4 Pro without HDR. You don't necessarily need HDR.
No, it just maximum out the capabilities of what that console is able to do. Yeah. I mean, that's just like with my PC. My PC can do 4K like 120 on medium settings. That's why I have a 4K monitor. But I can do like very high refresh rate. That's why I'm going to get a 1080p, like 144 or maybe a 165 hertz monitor, because I know I can push that. Because I know I can put it, like, you would want to get some type of display that will give you the maximization of what your console can do.
I want to check my TV right now to see.
Blueberry Sports said I had to give a dude a ride home who had a shirt full of blood, almost being robbed at midnight release. He was a boxer, so the dude tried to rob him, and he paid for it. Oh wow!
And just to add on to that, like, I know I said my piece earlier about it, but my mother is down there in Oxon Hill, and I've lived there for a little bit, like early years. I was born in Southeast DC, so I know how that area gets. So I'm not shocked at all. I'm like, Oxon Hill, like, if you think about it, yeah, I know you're pointing out that it's Oxon Hill, Maryland, but you can cross that line and be in Southeast DC. It's by proxy dangerous just for the fact that it's located in the Southeast area.
All right. Shout out to Scott Smith. Appreciate you coming through. He said, my biggest want for next gen is better AI. I'm going to be honest with you. I would like to see that in a couple of games myself. Mostly in the sports games.
Yeah, because right now NHL is looking like the only one that either that or maybe FIFA focused on AI.
Right.
In their current gen.
So mine is 60 hertz.
Right. Yeah. Most of your displays now, they I mean, that's like the standard now to be 60. Like, you're not gonna get a display that's less than that.
See, that's why
I should be good. I mean, I want 120, but it's whatever.
Yeah, I'm like 60 is smooth right now, but once you experience like 120 or higher, then it could ruin the experience, because again, if you're playing a first-person shooter and you're playing at like 100 plus frames per second, that's target acquisition. That's a lot better than it would be at 60, and then try to play at 30.
No, you don't want to go back. That's why, like, this display over here, This one runs at 75, and I don't even want to go back to 30 at all. Not when I'm playing a first person shooter at all. Yeah, and that's why I said my next display is going to be at least 144, because I mean my PC can push it, but I just don't have the display. But I went to 75. I even played 75 on with Tomb Raider, Batman. I've been playing 75 on pretty much every game I could throw at it. Now, in some cases, I don't even want to play at 60, and that's only 15 extra frames.
So it seems like the TCLs, none of them do 120.
No, I think the only 120 display out right now is the Samsung QLED. Yeah, Samsung and Sony got it.
I'm about to say, so I know somebody on another podcast got thrashed for looking at TCLs.
I mean,
let me tell you what TCLs are good for. And I play retro games. TCL is good for using those with the upscaler on an old console. Those games look beautiful on a TCL. But if you want to use them for current gaming, nah. And it's a budget display, but you would want a Samsung or a LG, in my opinion. Those two are like
they got a Toshiba.
That's actually a good question.
The Samsung 50 inch is down to 400.
You talking about what Joe Numbers put?
Yeah.
Let's put that up. Joe Numbers says the hertz make a huge difference with sports gaming as well. Yeah, let me tell you.
Yes.
Refresh rates make a difference in damn near every game except for turn-based RPGs. When you have a high frame rate, your reaction time to certain plays just makes a difference, because now what you may feel like, okay, I'm reacting too fast, you may be reacting on time because the display is giving you a faster refresh rate. So yes, a big difference. DJ can attest for this when he played NBA 2K on PC. You can tell the difference.
Right, it's two games that play better on PC than they do on their console current gen counterparts. It's Madden and 2K, and the soccer games definitely play better.
Yeah, Madden as well. I mean, I think even Quaface, he even said it himself. He played Madden on PC, and it plays a ton better on consoles.
Right.
Like, it's just a refresh. Like, that's one big thing I was an advocate for when these new consoles came out. It's like, the 4K stuff is great. The visuals look good. You need to give the players the performance, because when they have that type of performance, when they have a smooth gameplay, when they're using their controller and everything just seems seamless, it's just you just feel like you have more control, because you don't feel like any slowdown, any crazy lag. The frame rate is on point. So yes, that 120 frames is going to be a big deal to a lot of people when they start playing games even outside of sports. But sports, yes, definitely. That 5 in in or that 5 in post, when they post across the middle, is going to feel so much smoother, because it's not like it's not like it's behind because the frames are too slow. When you're able to get around somebody on defense, it's going to feel better, because it doesn't feel like you're being handcuffed because it's a dip in frame rate. So yeah, it's a very big. It's
deal. Funny because it says my TV is capable of 120 hertz, but I don't.
Right.
Be mindful of that. Be mindful of that, because it could say it's capable, but maybe be capable based on what you're watching on television. It could be capable based
It literally doesn't have the mode though. I'm looking at it. It says
it's probably capable if you put a certain Blu-ray, or not Blu-ray, but Ultra Blu-ray disc in.
Or
if
just not,
it's all different type of things.
Or if not, they have something like a clear motion or motion
I think they're
rate.
popping. I think well, I have game mode, which does the trick anyway.
And game mode actually reduces the visual fidelity of the game in order to get the responsiveness out of it. Because if you try to play the game on a regular TV setting, the lag is horrible.
I think maybe based on what I plug in, it might work, because I looked, it said 120, but
there you go. G-Rob just made a great. It also depends on the HDMI port. Usually it's HDMI 1 is usually the one that you want to use to get the best production out of your display. It's usually HDMI 1, not all the time.
I have the 43 inch, and it says this is the one in my room. And it says refresh rate 60 hertz, 120 hertz.
It's a motion rate. That means like movie scenes and stuff like that, and they're gonna look funny when they move too. because you'll
I mean,
see
as
it kind
long
of
as I-
stutter. Like
As
it's
long
like,
as I get the graphical fidelity, like resolution wise and things like that from
but
the
but it
next gen
don't.
console, that's all I'm worried about. I don't really care about the performance time with game mode.
Joe Number said, "Thank you for the information. You might cop a PC instead of a new console." Hey, I always say the PC is a good complement to your gaming. I don't think it should be the end all be all. You just have to have a PC. I think it's I think everybody should at least try gaming on PC. It's not as intimidating or crazy as it is. It's actually a really good experience once you get it up and running.
I think
Complimentary Sports. Check this out. Complimentary Sports said, "What are hertz?" And then G-Rob says, "A rental cost." No, hertz is the same thing. Hertz is the same thing as frames per second. If you say 60 hertz, that means 60 frames per second. 120
actually,
hertz.
you know what? There's one more thing: is Carson Wentz replacement if you don't act up.
Right, it's gonna be a Carson Wentz replacement. But no, hertz is the same thing as FPS.
You know what it also means? Somebody head hurts like a certain quarterback that got
Don't do
carried
that.
out.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's not.
I'm
nice.
like, he's gonna be okay. So I can kind of. I've had the same thing happen to me, so I can throw jokes in there. He'll be fine. He's doing good.
Yeah. Basically, hertz is frames per second is FPS. You see 60 Hz, that means 60 frames per second. Same thing with 120 or whatever. But when you get a TV, they're not going to tell you that this TV runs at 60 frames per second. Now it's going to tell you 60 hertz.
But here's what's funny about this. I looked up a Samsung, the 55-inch. It doesn't even say 120 hertz compatible, but TCL does have it. So it doesn't make any sense.
But what's the description? Like, what's the details going into it? Because if it's like one of those, because again, you got to watch out for a lot of the marketing catch keywords when they either it's like clear motion. Some will say, like, I've seen the description for the same. I've seen the same TV listed in two different sites have two different descriptions.
It says 49-inch motion rate 120.
Yeah,
wow,
that's a motion
60,
rate mode.
That's 60 hertz.
It's a 60 hertz thing, but once you put in that motion rate mode, like DJ was talking, when you put it in, what was it? The motion, clear motion, it'll go to 160. And that's what I'm saying. That's what that means.
But that's why I'm not really worried about my TV. Like I said, I think it's based on the hardware of the console. I'll be able to see exactly the same graphics as,
and in some cases, it'll go to 120. Depends on, like G-Rob said, depends on the HDMI port.
But here's the thing, bro. If I was watching it 1080 60 on my phone, my console and TV are going to be able to do that minimum with the trailer that we watched and the gameplay that we watched. I'll be fine. I'm going to see the same resolution.
No. I'm not focused on the resolution, but the frame rate is going to be capped based on what your TV can do,
which is 60 frames, and I'm fine with that.
Okay,
I don't care about the frame rate. I care about the resolution. The frame rate is going to come along with it with game mode.
I was just saying as far as information wise, to our viewers, because it's just like it's going to be capped at what the TV. That's why earlier we was talking about the new gen consoles are requiring people to get a complimentary TV that will be able to go up to about 120 frames per second and stuff like that. So yeah,
I'm gonna be honest, and I don't want to be that guy because a lot of people don't want to really think about it like this. If you're going to get these next gen consoles, one thing you may want to do is probably go ahead and get a high refresh rate monitor. Because there's not a lot of TVs run at 120 like legit across the board right now.
Apparently this Vizio does. I'm looking at Vizio always had good TVs though.
Right, it's not many that do it, and like you can easily get a 120 or 1440p, 120 frames per second monitor. And I know a lot of people don't like to game on a monitor. I mean, I do. I mean, I have my TV right here as well, so I kind of interchange. But some people may not want it. But if you want the high frame rate, you might want to check on that at least for the next year or two, because I think 120 may be the standard, at least for gaming on TVs, maybe within a year or so.
And you got to think about it. Black Friday is coming after these releases, so you're probably going to get a good deal somewhere.
One good thing to look at is the settings on the Xbox to check 4K details. And see, that's another thing.
That's what I do on my PS4.
Yeah, I've already done that.
Yeah, that's another thing. Because I have my PlayStation 4 Pro right here. I use it. I literally use this as a 1080p 60 console. I rarely use the 4K stuff unless if I really know that a game is running in 4K and it's like native and it's a high refresh rate as well. Like if it's 4K 60, like if I'm playing Wipeout or if I'm playing what's the other game? And I think that runs at 4K. I'm at Burnout Paradise. If I play that, then I'll do it. But other than that, every other game I run at 1080p 60.
PSA to executives at EA Tiburon. Oh boy.
Oh boy, what's going on?
Apparently, that's what the that's what the.
There's a reason that, sir. There's a reason why I ask people to hit the like button and share so people could come over here, Bills.
Yes. Next topic.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Because the numbers are looking spooky, my guy. The numbers are looking spooky. Are they still looking spooky, my guy? Let's find out.
Wait a minute. Did VF just make his BG impression?
Hey, we both got the first. We both got the same first name. So hey.
Oh God. And this man, speaking of BG, this man sat there and blocked one person off of multiple social platforms.
But I will say, Bills.
Sensitive.
I will say, Bills. The numbers are looking spooky. Let's keep it moving.
Why are we doing this right now?
I don't know.
Why are we throwing unnecessary shade?
And
who was the one fruitcake that thumbed the podcast down? Was that you, Pelican Man?
Mark later. Is either later or Pelican. One of the two.
Snitch, bitch, and playing Madden on Pro.
It might as well should just call him Pelican Brief.
Pelican's bad enough. Nobody gives a fuck about that type of bird.
I didn't give my thoughts real quick about.
Oh yeah, go.
I didn't give my thoughts about what I expect. I expect these consoles to blow. The people who are into. I know, right? I tried to stop myself. I couldn't do it. I tried to stop myself.
I was like, what kind of console are you pre-ordering?
It's too late.
We're ordering an Xbox, not a sex.
VF ordered the Suckmaster 5 instead of the PS5.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't stop myself.
Oh my!
Apparently, you couldn't. You had to.
I expect people.
Pelican Man, that is definitely an L. You actually are right. That's an L.
I do. I expect people who usually play on consoles to be wild. I do, because most people, when they get these consoles, they finally get to play these games at a higher refresh rate, and I think that's one of the things. A lot of people should do. I think they should get the consoles, go ahead and play them at 1440, and play a few of these games. Because I saw what it was, Yakuza or Dirt 5, one of the two. These games, I hate to say it, a lot of these games are still running 4K 30 on these consoles, and that's some BS. Don't fall for that. Go put the games on 1440p, and in some cases put it at 1080p, and play these games at a higher refresh rate. Then I think people will really grasp on what these consoles can do. I think they'll really see the power of the consoles if they can get the higher refresh rate or the higher frames per second, instead of playing a game where you can literally play that game on the Xbox One X and still have the same 4K 30 experience. Like if you're playing Dirt 5, I promise you Dirt 5 will probably run the same frame rate on the One X. Because the One X is already a powerful enough console to run that type of game at 4K 30. And they're saying that that's going to be the same case for the Series X. I don't know about PS5. And they're saying that, what's the other game? The Assassin's Creed. They're saying that's supposed to be 4K 30. Don't do that. Just go ahead and put it down to 1440 and see what they do there. I think a lot of people who play on consoles, they don't know what it's like to play at a higher refresh rate. I mean, I don't have I don't have a monitor, but I have played like Battlefield 4 or I've played Killing Floor at a higher, at 100 frames because I have a friend of mine that has a monitor like that, and I've played, and it's a totally different experience than playing at 60. And people who got a console, they're able to experience that that's what one of the reasons why for the last few years, for the past few years, we've been saying frame rate over resolution because people need to know what it's like to get that type of experience. So
man, nah, Pelican man, VF's just gonna slide you. That's what's gonna happen.
But again, now VF probably not gonna slide me that wrench now. Why don't you go wrench yourself? Noble, what's up, guys? Well, I don't know. You're just an hour and a half late.
I slid him a wrench, all right. He's back in tied up. But I think at the end of the day, so let's do a little bit of console warring real quick. Out the gate, who do you think?
Boy. we got to invite Izzy for this.
Oh, come on. I knew you were gonna say that too.
I knew you was too. I wasn't gonna say
you were gonna say
Not only is Izzy involved in console warring, he's also involved in pocket watching, apparently. So yeah.
VF,
So,
what size is your monitor, bro?
How much you paid for it?
No, I have like three. I have three monitors. Which one?
Well, the one with the I was about to say, big spending on himself. Whichever one you play the newer consoles on, or do you?
The newer consoles on. I have a 20. Well,
I see a bunch of 24-inch ones there.
Yeah, I have a 32-inch. I have a 27, and I have a 24-inch monitor.
Because these ones are pretty cheap.
The 24-inch monitors are cheap and they have high refresh rates.
This one's 158, 24-inch, 144 hertz.
Right.
I might start playing on a monitor. I really don't want to, but I mean,
G-Rob says it right here, bro. He says
for my because I mean for my room it makes sense. Maybe not in the living room, but
once you game on a monitor, it's like night and day. Because I got I'm not playing on the 32-inch anymore. My 32-inch monitor is I don't know if you guys was here. I built the I bought a computer desk for my wife and for her stuff, and I took the 32-inch monitor and that's over there. So that then she has a 32. So I have the 24-inch and a 27-inch, and he threw it right at the fucking player.
This ain't 4K though.
No, if you want a 4K, don't get a 24-inch monitor if you want 4K. If you want a 4K monitor, get a 27. Get a 27-inch if you want the 4K. I don't even think they make 24.
I didn't type in 4K. I'm about to type in 4K because I don't
even think they make 24-inch 4K monitors anymore. They did when they first came out. I think
that shit's $600.
Really?
Okay, there's another one that's 28 inches, 4K.
Yeah, I mean, I'm about to say they should be a little bit cheaper now.
Well, nah, that one was, but this isn't saying how many hertz now. 2160p.
Shaw Works threw that ball right at that damn defensive guy. What was he thinking? See, this is why the passing plays need to be compartmentalized. He do not need to be reading defenses.
They're not saying what the fucking refresh rate is for this.
Probably plays Madden. That's probably why he threw that interception away.
See, this is only 60 hertz.
Yeah, that's gonna be 60.
I'm just gonna stick with my TV, bro.
Yeah, stick with it for right now. Personally, if I was you, I would. Well, yeah, stick with it. Hey, don't get
until I upgrade my TV for real. I'm just gonna stick with the TV because I want 4K. I'll take 4K over amazing fucking frame rates.
See, this is one TV I'm looking at Amazon right now. It's a Spectre Curve Gaming 32-inch 1080p LED monitor up to 185 hertz, 165, 144 at 1080.
Send me that link.
Hold up.
Send me that link. I want to look at that because I do
possibly get it by Sunday.
Yeah,
158, right? That's the one I was looking at. But I was like,
which site are you looking at it on? Because
Amazon.
The reason why I say send me that link because
wait a minute. What side? No, yours is smaller. That's why yours is 158. Mine's not mine, but the one I'm looking at is a 32-inch, and that's $239.97.
That is an excellent price for that.
Wait a minute. Oh,
that's actually
I typed in 4K. That's why it's not.
Because as far as like I said, I have a 4K monitor right now. I'm not really interested in getting another one. I need one with high refresh. So yeah, send me that.
I'll take the 4K for now.
What's going on at Graven's Viz? How are you doing? Appreciate you coming through, my guy.
EA should just stick to NHL and Sims. Look,
yeah,
man, about to blow y'all socks off.
Yeah, we're looking at just monitors on Amazon.
People about to blow off in their socks after they play Madden.
Hey, if you want to see a sim standard.
Wow,
we throwing so much smoke at them before. Yeah, that's a no. If you want to see a first in Framerates podcast with no topics, you're gonna see us online shopping during the fucking podcast.
Right, I know, right? Exactly.
That's what you're getting right now.
Hey, this the topics at randomly. That's all we're doing.
Well, engraving this, I had hopped on Amazon just to name that monitor. So
did you send it?
Yeah, it's in the direct. It's in the Twitter.
Okay, appreciate it.
Yeah.
Because that's the next thing I'm getting. I'm getting me a high refresh rate monitor. That is an excellent price. Good look, DJ. I'm gonna have to look into this.
See, and it's funny because that was the first thing I saw.
Did Pelican Man leave for good? He got to be off timeout by now.
No, he's off timeout. He should be.
Motherfucker somewhere crying in a corner.
Yeah, no telling.
Thank y'all for the impromptu content. This is what happens when you're entertaining. Not the $2 horn, but
right, exactly. Joe Noah's might be behind. He's talking about a few things that was earlier. He might need to.
Maybe he's just reading it now. I don't know.
Yeah, it could
maybe
be.
Just, never in my life have I ever seen folks make fun of how consoles look. $1 billion company that just can't stay out of their own way.
I've noticed how people make fun of consoles ever since I was growing up. I don't know if DJ maybe remember this. People used to make fun of how the which console was it? Was it not the Super Nintendo? It was one of them consoles they used to make fun of back then.
GameCube? It was just
I remember the game. They made fun.
And they had the disc. It was like a mini disc.
Yeah, the mini disc. I remember they did make fun of the GameCube. It was
that shit was stupid.
It was one in the 90s they made fun of. The Genesis always looked cool.
Genesis had two versions though. They had the slim model as well. That was really sleek. Nintendo 64 didn't really get made fun of.
What? It was one of them. It could have been the
16, maybe the 3DO.
It could have been the 3DO that got clowned. I remember the 3DO getting clowned when I was growing up. I remember people making fun of that.
That was the one. What was the one? Neo Geo.
Yeah, Neo Geo. It was like a mix between the Super Nintendo and the Genesis.
But remember how much that console cost and the games that were supposed to be with that?
The Neo Geo came out in 1990, and the console was $700, and the games were $200 a piece. That's just how it was. It was that bad. But I will say, you got the legit arcade port of the game. There was no console version. What you saw in the arcade, you got the actual version on that cartridge. That's why it cost so much. But still, I only knew one person who had one and had like 2 games. It was crazy. Let me see. G-Rob says, boy, if Madden is the next gen is a port. We talked about that on Tuesday. I don't think it's going to be a port.
I highly doubt it. Like I said, ported games don't get delayed.
I'm saying for me, I'm saying port until they show me otherwise. They can type whatever words they can.
I will say
if you're gonna give a game give users a free upgrade to the next gen version, right now,
then maybe that means they ain't holding out their customers like 2K.
But here's the thing: 2K literally the GameCube. 2K literally proved my ass wrong, so that would be my L because that whole experience is
that shit looks stupid.
But at the same time, I still would call bullshit.
The GameCube
is good bullshit, but for 2K because I felt like that's all the business decision, all those upgrades on current gen.
That shit look like a box where a cougar keeps her condoms for when niggas come over.
It's a GameCube. What you expect?
Oh, it's the GameCube by it. There's some games being played in that damn box. It's a GameCube, bro.
People tag teaming in that box. That's what's going on.
Hey, they can fit or they use the pussy. Oh,
Mr. Ham says, I was the only one probably in the whole city had a TurboGrafx 16 back in the day. Wow.
I had a TurboGrafx 16.
Yeah, I know DJ had one as well.
I beat both of them, 1 and 2.
Yeah, my cousin had Turbo Graphics. He was like the only one I knew, but I remember playing Blazing Lasers on that console.
And their games were chips. So you
Yeah, there was no credit
insert
card
the chip into the game. Yeah, like a credit card reader, like bloop, and you play.
Yo, Mr. Ham said, "Old Pell's got a KD burner account. He's in here somewhere."
Well,
he doesn't need a burner account.
Here's the thing: Pelican Man currently is a burner account for his old account. Remember when I exposed
whatever
him?
Jackson,
whatever it was? Yeah, it was like
yeah, he was. He had the David Robinson. He had the David Robinson feature.
Yo, Bills, did you watch the racist? Oh shit, I still didn't watch it yet, bro.
This what TurboGrafx 16 games look like. It was like a little credit card like this, and you put it in the front of the TurboGrafx. It was like a little chip, just like this.
And you know what's funny that credit, like you said, credit cards are like this now. They have the chip, and you just insert the chip. Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
right.
Like,
exactly.
Basically,
and it was the size of a debit card. You're right. They're just like that. That's crazy. How much things have changed.
Falcons moving the ball. Oh wow.
But yeah, man. It's just funny how these consoles. Oh, I never got to the question because I got roasted. I know, right? Speaking of the console war stuff, out the gate, which console you think is going to be successful? Like the first quarter, like which one you think? Oh man, he's right. I'll get to that in a second, G-Rob. Which console you think is going to do good in the first quarter? Like you think the PS5 is going to lap the Xbox, or like it's been doing, or you think it's going to be a shift?
I think it's gonna be the opposite this time. Well, not the opposite, but I think it's gonna be different this time. I think it's gonna be PS5 early on, and the long haul is gonna be Xbox.
Because in January, people are gonna be looking for those what was it called? Is it called NPD numbers?
Yeah.
They're gonna be looking at them NPD numbers in January because I don't think November's going to count too much. They may, but you got some console fanboys going to be looking at them. But I think January is going to be the one that you're really going to see.
I think Xbox is going to win the console gen this time.
You think so? What about you?
I think PS5 comes out early on, but I think Xbox is going to win.
Yeah, Microsoft has the overall package. Just services, games. The only thing they're going to falter in is the first party, even with the acquired studios and stuff like that. I think Sony will still have the upper hand first party wise, but yeah, Microsoft's probably got this generation.
Yeah, I think the thing about Microsoft, and Quaface said PS5, and I think PS5 is probably going to be ahead, maybe like the first quarter or whatever. But I think the long run will Microsoft. And the reason why I say that is because of the parties that they obtained. Because what if they start catching their stride in the middle of the console generation where all these games start coming out that are exclusive? We forgot Bethesda is I think they're exclusive to them. What if they start getting these games up and running around that time? So I'm just curious about that.
Did you see my?
Yes.
What are you doing? Comments, because I was not looking.
Check the comments section. Look what Pelican wrote, and look what I wrote.
He said, I just checked out something.
Don't forget to clean up your mess. He said, "Pause, man. You don't want to. I don't want to should be pausing because you've been basically just drinking that dude's bathwater this entire podcast. Every other comment has been soft drink sports.
Yeah, I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be closer than it was because this year, this console generation, Xbox just stopped telling us how many units they sold. Yeah. I think PS4 got over 100 million, and I think once Xbox got to like 40 million, they just stopped. So I'm guessing maybe they sold maybe 60 million units. I'm just guessing because we don't know nothing after they did 40. You know what I mean? They just stopped telling us. So I don't know. I think it's going to be more neck and neck. I think Xbox is in a really good position maybe around 2023, 2024. If these first-party studios that they obtain start putting out content, and if they're actually exclusive, it's going to be hard not to buy an Xbox at that point. Even if you
look out for them early on, because they're doing a lot more as far as, you know, helping the gamers that want to play their old games by upgrading them.
That too. A lot of people don't realize, like a lot of people, you know, I don't think they use it as much. I'm a big proponent of backwards compatibility. I don't know if people don't use it as much, but I think a lot of people like to have it. You know, it's like one of those things like, okay, it's there, but it's not a big deal, but I want it there. And I think that's why when people talk about it, they're in a big uproar about it. But statistics show it's only like less than 2% actually use it. But I think they want it as a convenience just to have it. And I think that's one of the things that a lot of people don't think about.
Here's something to think about. How about y'all just invest in Microsoft and Sony? So when all this money is being made by both companies,
some people are broke, man.
Man,
man.
They're broke because they're not thinking about the future, Jack.
They're broke because they're over here looking for soft drink sports only fans, right, Pelican Man?
Oh,
that's where all your money's going.
Yeah, don't give him ideas. He'll probably go run and tell him.
Yeah, you know, it'd be really great. You should make
it. Probably is the copycat that we're all looking for.
Hey, Bills. He'd be like, I need you to do that exclusive breakdown on OnlyFans.
He's gonna have an exclusive breakdown when he sees it.
He's gonna get broke down.
Oh my god. Like I said, this is what happens when there's no topics, bro. We get real comedic and real spur of the moment, man.
He'd be laying down face down like Dalton.
It's gonna be like that Jack. It's gonna be like that Jack Move Johnny video, bro.
Oh man,
that's what it's gonna be like.
Oh man, it's gonna be terrible.
Oh,
but yeah, I just think Xbox. I think PS5 is gonna be strong out the gate when it comes to sales, because I mean it's just brand recognition. I mean a lot of people want that PS5 over the Xbox, but I think once Xbox start doing what they do as far as actually putting the content out, I think they'll be able to say, people are gonna be like, hey, I think I need to get an Xbox for some of these games. I mean, there's going to be a lot.
They're going to take a huge step forward on that.
Yeah, there's a lot of exclusive that are projected to be on that console. That if you're ignoring it, you're just not. I'm gonna say it. If you're just going to ignore all those exclusives, you're just not a gamer. I'll just say that. Again,
like I said, the real winner will be my pockets. Let's just say that. Like I said, invest your money. don't engage in console wars without investing in these companies. You want to get paid to do this shit. So.
Yeah, make that $70 back. 2K is about to rape your pockets for it. Even though it's worth it, but I mean,
yeah, they're not doing too hot on the market either.
Scott Smith, do y'all think the Series S is going to? I think the S is going to sell well. I would not be surprised if that one is sold more than the X. And I'm going to tell you why. That console is compact. It has a lot of power in it. And that console appeals to parents. It appeals to parents very well. Because even with the S, they don't have to buy games. They can buy games digitally. So I would not be surprised if the S outsells the X. Because go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think it's gonna sell better just based on availability. Honestly,
I was saying that too. I'm with you. That as well. I think that the S it's perfect for the parents. It's $299, and not only that, they can market that to say, hey, this console is the same price as the old console. So that in parents' mind is gonna be like, oh, he can get a better console for the same price as the old one. Well, let's do it. So I think that will sell. I would not be surprised if they sell more of those units than the X. I would not be surprised. Babe, you call
if Terry Bradshaw don't stop wearing this bootlegger hat.
Damn.
Corny hat. Bro, these old dudes I'm sorry, man. These old dudes be having some shitty style. Motherfucker look like he about to be selling some illegal alcohol.
Wow, it's raining in
Yeah,
in
that's
Carolina.
pouring.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's like an hour away from me where the stadium is. I mean, it's literally like off the highway, right?
Oh, they got that young ho out there.
Young Hoke.
Bro, I really like these Falcons uniforms, man. All three of them, honestly.
Scott Smith said he plan on getting a Series X for his kids. Right, exactly. This console is perfect for children. You don't have to worry about buying them games and they lose a disc or whatever, or you don't have to worry about stepping on, the case or something. It's like everything's digital. That console is perfect for kids. Mr. Ham also says whichever Xbox is $299 will win out. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Only thing is that people have to look out for the fact that it is a lower powered version of the next gen version.
Yeah, it is a lower powered version. People do need to understand that it is.
Scott Smith brought up Fortnite. I'm not even gonna lie, because I've played Fortnite before. I was a tad bit interested in the graphical upgrade that it got because it did look cleaner. But that game's probably such a cesspool at this point. I mean,
yeah, it is.
It was bad enough when I played. I mean, God, it's got to be fucking terrible. I haven't played Fortnite in like a good might be a year now.
Fortnite. The problem with Fortnite is a very well optimized game. I watch my nephew plays it. Well, he used to play, don't play anymore. I mean, very good. I mean, frame rate is very smooth. But I'm with you. I think the community there is like
it's high quality, but there's something about being able to build and run away from somebody that's just ridiculous to me. I mean, I got a couple dubs on that game with my friends, but I mean, most times it was dudes just building these fucking mansions in the sky to get away from you.
G-Rob said he wants some news on Battlefield 6. The next Battlefield comes out in 2022. That's all we know right now.
So we're getting a Battlefield and a 2K.
Yeah.
And a significant franchise mode update in Madden.
Yeah, and I'm not
yo.
I'm not talking about Madden 22 coming out in 2021.
I have a question.
The year 2022 is like when the next Battlefield's coming out.
I have a question for y'all. Do y'all think this game was delayed so they could surprise everybody and put them updates they were talking about for Madden 22 in this one?
No, they didn't want to get ran over by 2Ks.
I don't think that's what it is, man.
I think they ran from 2K. I'm sorry. I think they ran. They knew what was coming.
It's possible, but two reasons why I don't think that's the case. One, because it's being delayed at the same time as FIFA, and two, I don't think it's because of a lot of content that they said they're going to put in.
They were a package deal because why would they advertise? Why would they have the trailer back in E3 together?
Yeah, that's true.
They were a package deal.
It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff that franchise mode need to put in their game. I don't think it's going to be a month worth of time to do it. So,
thankfully, I bought FIFA right before I got rid of my console because now I get that for free too.
Yeah, but the next Battlefield, EA DICE said that about a year ago. They said they did a few more updates to Battlefield 5, and they said don't count on Battlefield being a next gen title. They said their projected release date for the next Battlefield is 2022. So
man, we're getting that GTA 6. That's all I care about. Stop putting these fucking rehashed GTA 5s on here, bro.
Yeah, good luck with that, because I'm going to tell you right now, GTA 5 is about to be milked on the PS5 and the Xbox Series, so you're probably going to have to wait another 3 years, because people are going to put more money into that game for the next-gen consoles, and it's going to be like 3 years. So it's going to be
Well, they already said there was going to be a 2 to 3 year transition period from current gen to next gen. So, yeah, that fits around the time.
Yeah, but you got to think about it, though. If you're talking about GTA 5, you got to think about it, though. That's a PS3 game.
That shit came out, on a 360.
Yeah, it came out on 360 and PS3.
It's fucking crazy.
And it didn't come out like at the end of the life cycle. It came out like, what, March?
Yeah, the 360, because the 360 got 2 GTAs, right?
Yeah, they got GTA 4 and 5.
How many PS2 get?
Oh, about 6?
About 6.
Yeah, they got GTA 3, Vice City, San Andreas, Liberty City Stories, Vice City Stories. I think they got Chinatown Wars.
Bro, GTA 5 lasted one console generation. Well, the tail end of one console generation. An entire new console generation, half of another console generation. Now it's going into a brand new console generation. Shit's out of hand, bro. And everybody's calling it the greatest game of all time. It is not the greatest game of all time. Just because you play it online incessantly.
I think it's the highest revenue game, but it's not the best game. I still think San Andreas is a better game.
But part of the appeal is the fact that you wait forever for them to put another game out, and people continue to play online, which is fine, but that doesn't make it the greatest game of all time. Is Battlefield 4 the greatest game of all time? That shit, as far as quality, has a better case than GTA 5. And I'm not shitting on GTA 5, but good lord, I mean, the way people hype that game, the story carried that game because the gameplay was not fun. It was a huge downgrade from GTA 4.
Mm-hmm. I can agree with that. I definitely agree with that. But San Andreas is just on another level at this time. I love that game. Yeah. Mr. Ham, yeah, bad tackling via. Yeah, you're right, man. These guys aren't tackling at all, and they just gave up another touchdown. It's still plenty of time. It's the third quarter, but this is what needs to happen right now. Georgia Southern need to put a drive together, and that's the problem with this offense. I said this before. They're not able to put drives together because the offensive coordinator is not putting a good game plan together. He just don't. The defense is doing their job, but for so long, they can't be out here every time trying to they can't be out here all the time trying to stop the offense. They gotta have some rest. The same thing happened with Coastal Carolina.
This dude Tony Gonzalez is a legit 6'6". It's crazy to see him standing next to like other commentators. Cause like, you know, some people are called 6'6", but they're not really 6'6". But like right. Tony Gonzalez is like a legit 6'6". Like him and Jason Taylor are damn near the same height.
Right.
Crazy.
Al Smith said, I just want a modern Battlefield or a future one.
Good luck with that. I think they already said that they're moving forward to the modern times.
I think the next one will be a modern one. I'm not sure if I want to, because we did the future stuff with Call of Duty. I got tired of that.
They got outflanked by Call of Duty going back to current times.
Right.
So now they're trying to respond.
Lil Uzi, I agree. We need to get rid of some people, especially on but I think it's mostly staffing. I don't think it's really nothing wrong with the players on the field. I think the staffing, I think we need a better wide receivers coach so they can actually throw the ball better. I think they just need some better plays drawn up. You can't run a triple option when you're like, down at the 15-yard line. You got to be able to move the ball and keep them guessing. You got to.
Navy still kind of runs a triple option, and Army.
Yeah, they do, but the problem is that look what they're playing.
But they still win games.
Look who they're playing.
Don't care.
Their conference
don't care.
Their independence in their conference is not as good as the Sun Belt, in my opinion.
But when they wound up playing all these, like when they had that one game, that one off game against one of the bigger schools, and they wound up holding their own, then it's just
why? You know why? Because the bigger schools don't see the triple option all the time. But when you're in a conference that sees that team do it all the time, that's why you need to change your offense. The Sun Belt knows what Georgia Southern's going to run, so they prepare for it. Like, you play Army, okay, let's say, for instance...
They've been running a triple option for 100 years.
You're right. You're right. Exactly. But like I said, when you look at, let's say, Army or Navy, especially Navy, when Navy runs this offense and they're going to play, let's say they play Auburn, that one time that Auburn actually sees the triple option, they don't have a week to prepare for it. A week to prepare for it is not enough. These guys in this conference see it damn near all the time because they know what they're doing. So they always are prepared for it. You have to have a balance. If I said this from the beginning. If these guys get a quarterback that can sling the ball a little bit, they'll be unstoppable. Literally, because they gotta worry about the pass and the run. Look at this. Look at this play right here. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This play right here, a 30-yard pass. Showworks just completed a 30-yard pass, wide open receiver. You know why? Because they're always looking for the triple option. When you're able to throw the ball consistently like this, you're going to have wide open players. And you know what happens? The defense have to balance themselves out, and you have no idea what they're going to run on offense. You can be unstoppable that way. But no, Showworks, I like him as a running back. I like him running the ball. I like him throwing the ball, but he cannot watch. He cannot see what's going on downfield all the time. You see, I mean, they gotta have.
We almost saw the play. We almost saw the play on your shades. I was sitting there. You started saying, I was just like, let me see if I can see it.
I mean, you gotta have a quarterback that can read the secondary. If you have a quarterback that can read the secondary, along with running the triple option, the defense will have no idea what to do with that. Yeah, because every time they can cheat up, he's going to pass over their head. If they try to fall back a little bit, they'll kill him with the option run. I mean, it's very simple, but Georgia Southern has not had a chance to get that type of quarterback in a long time. And that's one of the problems with what they have. I like Shaw Works, but he can throw the ball. He just can't read what's downfield. If he can do that, we'll be great. What else I was about to say? Hey, y'all want to get into the NFL picks for the week?
I completely forgot about that.
I did too.
I felt like we were just gonna skip past them another week. But
okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Noble asked a question. Are you getting the Xbox Bills or
already answered?
I know, right? That's why I put that up there. He should know. But no, Bill's getting the Xbox.
PS5 around Christmas time if I can get one. If not, sometime next year. But I'm not really in any hurry.
Yeah, I'm trying to get an Xbox right away, and I'm getting the PS5 as soon as Gran Turismo 7 comes out. I mean, they need to make that as a bundle. Sony, if you're listening, make that as a bundle.
Preliminary Sports is like, I want Maniac Mansion for the PS4.
Anybody got any other questions? Mr. Ham talking about Georgia Southern. The sad part is that throw is about 30-yard pass that should have been a TD with better ball players. Exactly. You're exactly right. That's what I'm saying. He's and I don't know if you noticed it, he doesn't step into his throws like he should. He's an excellent option quarterback. He just the throwing part. I've noticed this ever since he was a freshman. You know, it's just I don't know.
Well, let's get into these picks.
So you want to do the picks? Okay.
I didn't say. I just said I forgot about it. I didn't say I didn't want to.
Yeah, right. Let's go right past.
No. I said I thought we were. Oh. It just the way everything was going.
Week 8.
Yep.
I mean, week 8. I mean, let me tell you something. This has been a great episode. I'm gonna be honest with you. This has been great. Shout out to everybody who's here. Everybody who's still here, we really appreciate you guys. Can't do without you. I'm trying to read something. I'm trying to read something at the same time. My bad, man. Give me an L, bro. I'm trying to read this at the same time, bro. I cannot, bro. I'm terrible right now.
But you tried it twice. That's what got me.
I know, but I was looking at the score of the Falcons game and saying at the same time.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, man, we can't do without you guys, man. If you haven't already, man, check out all the links in the description. Check out the Teespring link as well. The temperature's dropping here in South Carolina, so I'm pretty sure it's dropping everywhere else. Go get you a hoodie, wear it, and show everybody what is the best sports gaming podcast out here.
Get you a diaper too.
Yeah, because they won't let you in certain stores without it. Let's see.
That's what people. That's what people talking nothing but bullshit like Pelican Man. That's why you need a diaper.
Well, he needs that for other reasons. I mean,
diaper and a filter.
Do we want to pick this Falcons game since it's not tied at halftime? I kind of feel like we shouldn't. Yeah.
No. Falcons will find a way to lose anyway. But
I had the ESPN. Well, we can go. It doesn't matter.
Well, yeah, last week because the Falcons, the way they lost last week, that was
right.
Exactly. You want the NFL network?
Yeah, I already got it up. So I'm
all right. I'll find.
You want to take down? You want to take them down, or you want me to take them down?
Yeah, I got them.
Okay, cool.
So Pittsburgh and Baltimore. I'm taking Pittsburgh.
Why is this a 1:00 game?
I thought they flexed it. They didn't flex it.
No, I don't think so. I
don't think that's the one that they.
Well, if they would have flexed it, then yeah, NFL would have.
This should be a Sunday night game.
Wait, hold on.
Look at what is the Sunday night game.
Wow.
We'll get to that. God, Lord.
Unfortunately.
Terrible. But yeah, this should be a Sunday night game. But
I'm picking Baltimore.
I'm gonna take Baltimore on that one too. No, you know what? I'm changing my pick. I'm taking Pittsburgh. Now the reason why I don't trust Lamar Jackson right about now I don't trust Lamar Jackson.
I just think the Ravens. I mean,
Jesus Christ, that was a big man run by J.D. King. Jesus, that dude trucked like 4 people and had 2 people on his back, and one was grabbing his leg at the same time while he was stiff arming somebody.
I just think the Steelers.
So basically, that commercial, that Old Spice commercial.
Right.
I just think the Steelers had a great week last week against what I consider a better offense. On the road, so I'm gonna take them again here.
I kind of see a letdown.
Yeah, I'm taking Pittsburgh on this one too. I'm with you on that.
I see a letdown.
It could go either way. It could go either way. I don't know. I don't trust the Ravens right now.
It can go either way. It can go either way, but the reason why I say Pittsburgh, because Pittsburgh front seven will give Lamar Jackson fits. Lamar Jackson been having fits against front sevens lately throughout the year.
I'll start picking Baltimore when Dez is on the active roster. That's when I'll start picking Baltimore. So then,
yeah, I'm taking Pittsburgh. LA, Miami.
Miami.
I'm taking Miami as well.
This is Tua's first start.
True.
Ooh,
true, but they have a.
Hold on now, DJ make a point because they're going up against Aaron Donald as well.
They have a good line. They have a good line, and Jared Goff's going to throw the ball away a bunch.
I'm gonna take the Rams on this one, man. I think Aaron Donald's going to punish.
I'll do it. I'll ride solo. Why not?
Yeah.
I think Aaron Donald's going to punish him. That I didn't think about that. If they can, I will say this: if they can hold up, if they can, I ain't gonna say they can shut him down and stop him.
I think they're gonna hold him in check, man.
Yeah, if they can hold him in check or contain him, I think they can win that game. But if not, it's lights out, bro.
Do we even have to pick this next game?
Yes, in case he's gonna win.
This is gonna be like the time we did last year where we picked like by how much they were gonna win. I think it was Dallas.
Touchdown, Georgia Southern. Great drive.
How much is Kansas City winning by?
Probably by
we did this to the Cowboys last year.
I'll say 21 points.
DJ?
30.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm taking 21. 21 to KC over.
KC by 21. DJ. KC by 30. I'll say by 28. Why not?
Yeah, I'll say 21. Yep, touchdown, Georgia Southern. Great pitch, great touchdown. Let's go.
What do we have next? Minnesota at Green Bay. I'm gonna take Green Bay here.
I'm taking Green Bay on that one as well.
Minnesota's just on the steady decline.
Yeah, and didn't they just? No.
And the thing about it is, Minnesota, their defense is built to compete with Green Bay, and they can't. Their defense is just not up to it.
Yeah,
I mean they got the personnel to do it. I mean, there's one of the reasons they're division rivals, but Minnesota was built to try to stop that team, and they can't do it.
So yeah, obviously I'm picking Green Bay because
Kirk Cousins' father is preaching hate. Yes,
throughout the whole week in their bye week, preaching hate.
Wait a minute, hold on real quick.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
Yo! This dude just got blown the fuck up.
Where is it? Complimentary sport. What is Zach Wilson's last question? I didn't see that. Did somebody know?
What?
He said, what do you think of Zach Wilson's last question? I didn't see it.
Unless...
I don't even know who Zach Wilson is. No, Antonio Wilson.
I'm at the fuck.
Let us know what the question is. We'll get back to it.
That shit must be buried unless it was. I don't see it.
Oh God.
Mr. Ham says Green Bay by 10.
Keanu Neal blew somebody up. That's what happened.
Saw the tail end of it. Ouch.
Well, I'm not surprised. Keanu Neal.
Yeah, Zach Wilson's last question. I don't
know what it is. Lil Uzi Vert says Minnesota starting cornerback might not play as well. Yeah, they're done. Quaface says Packers as well.
This next game is interesting. I don't trust Wiffle Arm Rivers. I'm gonna go with Detroit.
I'm taking the Colts.
I'm taking Colts on this one because
something telling me to take the Colts on that one.
Yeah, because Detroit actually got lucky last week.
No, they didn't. They played the Falcons.
They got lucky.
They didn't get lucky.
Because the funny thing was, I picked Detroit last week, and my pattern seems like with Detroit is that if I picked them to win last week, they're gonna lose this week. So
right. Las Vegas at Cleveland.
I hate Cleveland, bro. Like week to week, I don't know what to. I feel like they're gonna play better without Odell.
Yeah, there's people already saying that he does play better without him. I want to take Cleveland.
I feel like there's nobody on Las Vegas that can force Baker Mayfield to make. The only time Baker Mayfield makes truly stupid throws and when there's some sort of pass rush in his face. The Raiders have the worst pass rush in the league.
Yeah, Max Crosby has let me down. He's not that guy.
I'm gonna take Cleveland here.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Cleveland on this one too. I hate it, but I'm taking Cleveland.
What's going on with the Raiders' offensive line? Everybody got cleared?
As far as I know, yeah. I haven't heard anything different.
Yeah, because they got smoked last week. I'm going with Cleveland.
Cleveland a close one. Mr. Ham says Cleveland by 3.
I hate picking Cleveland. Every time I do it, these motherfuckers come out and lay an egg. Every single time.
All right, let's talk about this Tennessee-Cincinnati game. I'm taking Tennessee.
Yeah, I don't see anybody on Cincinnati that'll do what was done last week to Derrick Henry, so I'm picking Tennessee with this one.
Give me Cincinnati.
I think Burrow will put up some more numbers, but I don't think they're going to have enough to beat Tennessee, though.
Give me Cincinnati. I have no reason why.
Lil Uzi Vert says, why do all of our games have to be close? I don't know, man. Georgia Southern has been killing us, man, for the past, 6-7 weeks, man. It's like all their games like close for no reason.
New England and Buffalo by a fucking landslide.
Yeah, I'm taking Buffalo easily.
I'll take Buffalo on that one.
3 receivers are active for that game for the Patriots, as in 3.
God. Mr. Ham says Titans by 15. No, man, I ain't gonna do that.
Cincinnati by the game-winning field goal.
The Chargers versus the Broncos.
Seems like it's gonna be a close game.
I'm taking the Chargers, but I would not be surprised if Denver sneaks one past them and win this one.
I got Denver. Mike Williams doesn't show up again because he's inconsistent.
I don't know. It just seems like Denver is due for one, and this might be the one.
I got Chargers on this one.
I'm taking the Chargers, but I would not be surprised.
Man, I'm the lone dog on a lot of these. That's a good. Well, that's actually not a good one. Not a good one. Yeah, I got Seattle. San Francisco's still not really healthy at all.
No, they're not, and that's the reason why. If they was full strength, this would be a classic. This would be another game that'll probably be on Sunday night if both teams was fully healthy.
And believe it or not, even though it's the middle of the season, this is kind of it's not a must-win, but it is a crucial game for Seattle.
It's a crucial game for both. Seattle just lost a game to another divisional rival, and they're going up against a team
division rival.
Yeah, I mean, that entire division just seems like all of them are rivals, even the Cardinals.
Sanford. Well, I mean, I don't think Sanford has any future. I think this is a pivotal game for Seattle because Arizona is going to start picking up some steam.
Yeah, they're on their heels, right? You're right.
So I'm going to go with Seattle here.
Yeah, same here. Seattle.
Yeah, I'm taking Seattle.
If Seattle loses that game, that's
that's going to be problems.
New Orleans and Chicago. This is a spooky game.
I'm taking Chicago. And I hate to say that because Chicago laid an egg this past Monday, but I'm taking Chicago. I don't think New Orleans could have that type of pass rush that the LA Rams had.
I hate picking the Saints under any circumstances.
I'm picking Chicago on this one.
Yeah, I think Nick Foles is going to be more upright. And I think with him being upright, I think they're going to be able to beat the Saints. I think they'll be all right. G-Rob's going against his team. I don't know why, but okay. Don't let that last game take you down, man. They were going up in the front 7. That was like ridiculous.
Give me the Saints. I think this is a downslide for Foles.
I don't think so. The reason I would think it'd be a downside if they can get pressure on them. If they can't get pressure on Foles, Foles gonna have a field day with them.
I think this is just a game that.
I don't think the Saints could get pressure on them. If they get pressure, then it's a different ballgame.
I think this is just a game where there will be expectations that they can compete, and because Nick Foles doesn't deal well with expectations, that's why they're going to lose.
Okay, I get what you're saying. But if he's upright, Nick Foles is not going to throw a game away. That's one thing I will say. If he's upright and he's able to see the field and he's not running for his life or getting hit every 3 seconds, I think he'll be fine. If you look at the Rams game, that's literally what happened. I mean, they just could not. He could not stay upright. I don't think I don't know. Maybe you're right, but I just don't see New Orleans actually, able to get any pass rush on him. I don't see it. He all right, baby? Yeah, I know he's sleepy. He should have been sleeping an hour ago. This Sunday night game that we said we wasn't going to talk about, let's talk about now.
This all I'm gonna say. If Philly loses to their third string quarterback,
then
they can kiss any credibility, any hopes of doing anything in the playoffs. I don't care if they win this shitty division. It does not matter if you lose to Dallas's third string fucking quarterback. You know what? I'm taking Dallas.
Wow. Really?
I'm taking Dallas.
Oh goodness. What you think, DJ? I don't know.
Fuck that plantation. Burn it all down. Go Philly. Let's go.
This is going to be a terrible looking game. I'm taking Philly as well, but yeah, I'm taking Philly as well. I don't know. Yeah, it's just this is going to be a sloppy game, but I'm taking Philly.
Oh, look at this blowout they have set up for Monday. Holy!
Oh yeah, that's going to be a massacre.
Is this another?
I got the Giants winning this one. This is going to be the upset. Shit. This is going to be the upset pick. Giants beat Tampa.
I feel
nothing about the Giants. It doesn't matter.
Trap game, but
no, this ain't no trap game. Fuck that.
This is most definitely a trap game. No, I don't know if it's going to work out that way.
It's a trap game because Tom Brady just came off a 5-touchdown game last week, so he's on a really big high.
I'm taking Tampa Bay. The score is going to be like 35 to 3. No.
And when the score is the exact opposite, they're playing in New York.
That don't mean nothing.
There ain't gonna be no fans there.
But he sees the Giants blue and he's like, he has PTSD. That's what's gonna happen.
I will stretch it out even more. I will say this game would be like 38 to nothing. I don't see the Giants. Nah. They're going to throw. It's going to be like a 35-3 game, 38-0, 38-3.
Oh, wait a minute.
42-10. It's going to be one of those type of games. Nah.
Anybody going to be able to catch Daniel Jones on a breakaway run? Except
Casper. 30-3, Tampa Bay.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those type of games. They're going to get a field goal and it's going to be lucky. Nah, the Giants they're getting blown out.
Brady will be out of this game in the third quarter
due to injury.
Wow.
Get the fuck out of here. It'll be a non-contact injury because they ain't gonna touch him all game.
Nah, man. Tampa Bay is going to run through these teams. 38-3, 42-10. It could get in. If they get a couple of turnovers, you're looking at like a 45-7 game. It's going to be something like that.
This is the cliff that everybody was waiting for Tom Brady to go off.
All right, I'm done here.
All right, let's go that screen because somebody had to apologize.
Fucking
these fake ass debate shows. Somebody had to apologize about saying that, but
I was talking about the team falling off a cliff. I wasn't talking about Brady.
Yeah, you had your bets. Nah, man, I'm good, man. It ain't no way. No, that's gonna be ugly. What kind of pick was that? Wow, they got away with it.
That game is gonna be one of the typical lopsided games that used to happen with the Patriots.
Now, let me tell you why the guys who are in the chat talking about the Georgia Southern game, because Georgia Southern's moving the ball right now.
Only like three people in this chat talking about the Southern.
Yes, we are. The one thing about the triple option that runs well later in the game, if you can keep the defense,
hold on, I'll be back.
Okay.
If
you can keep the defense on the field, the defense will get tired, and you can run the option at will at that point. But the problem is you got to keep the defense on the field. Look at this. It's a 7-yard run right there. But that's what I'm saying. You got to keep that. If you keep the opposition defense on the field, you can get like a fifth string guy out of the stadium seats and run the triple option, and you'll be successful. You just have to wear them down. But if you don't have that defense on the field without a balance, you can't move the ball. But I don't have anything else, man. You got anything, DJ?
Nah. I'm probably just gonna keep going. Play Watch Dogs and play some more NHL. I may hold off on streaming tomorrow. It just depends.
Okay. Wow, I'm surprised you got away with that. Bills, what you got, bro?
2 weeks of no gaming. Looking forward to next gen consoles, honestly.
You know what's funny? That's exactly what I did last gen. Because I had traded in both my Xbox 360 and my PS3 and went 2 weeks.
Man, let me tell you, man, I did one of the worst things I could have done, man, when it comes to PS4, man. I got rid of my super slim blood red God of War PS3 to get the PS4. I wish I never did that.
Let's talk about the first time you got rid of your PS4 Pro.
Oh,
it's not even the start of the. It's not even the start of the generation that he did this for. Oh, now he wants to ignore me because now I'm bringing up the fact that his impulse fell in the middle of the console generation.
No, we're gonna talk about that, but that was a big touchdown right there. I gotta get on that.
It probably a touchdown didn't even happen.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Put that on the chat. There we go. But no, I got
Hayden Hurst, you scrub.
No, the reason why, the thing was, I got rid of my PS4 Pro because I was like really up into this PC gaming, man. And I got rid of my PS4 Pro, and I sold my Xbox One to
you turned it to a PC.
What was the name I sold my Xbox One to?
You turned it to a PC master hole.
I know, right? I can't remember. I can't remember. He still follows me on Twitter. He's a Packers fan. I know that. I can't remember.
Why Matt Ryan look like he's 50 years old to face? That motherfucker's depressed having to carry this sorry ass team.
How many kids does he have?
Yeah, he has two. He had two boys. They're twins, and white people don't age well.
No, I'm talking about the players on the team.
Jesus.
I'm being
That's unnecessary.
like,
they don't all
he has to tell everybody what to do because they're all lost out there.
They don't all age like the Olsen twins. Shit.
Not all, but black don't crack.
All his kids are on the field right now. All of them at wide receiver except for Julio.
Not Julio.
You're right, Uzi Vert, man. That run did remind me of Matt Breda run, but yeah, man.
Wow, that was risky.
But yeah, somebody asked earlier, like Lil Uzi Vert asked, "Are you going to stay until the end of the game, or are you going to go?" I guess I can stay to the end of the game. I don't see why not. I mean, we can sit here and just talk and.
Fuck, is this a GSU watch party? Motherfucker, ain't nobody come to see you, Otis.
Hey, this is what's going on over here, man. I can't help that.
Oh, we got young Ho on the field again. How many times you gonna bring that Ho out here?
Hey, man. That's another Georgia Southern legend right there, man. That's our
man, don't legend. Wait a minute. Don't be talking about that Ho. He cool. I told you he cool.
socially distanced crowd out there in the rain. Got a bunch of people out there not wearing jackets like they didn't know what the fucking forecast was gonna be.
Man, I'll be glad when this election is over. These harassing ass emails, like
you get emails. I'm getting the text messages. I'm like, my God, like
I'm getting the banners popping up on Facebook. Like, why don't you go to hell? How about that?
They getting emails and text messages, phone calls, and people don't leave.
Yeah, I've been getting text messages.
Man, this shit, like they all vote Thanos 2020. All the motherfuckers gotta go.
Every time I see that Biden and Kamala text message come in, I'm like, Kamala got his ass whooped by Hulk Hogan in '92. Don't nobody give a fuck.
Man,
just trying to watch TV and then I get hit with
an they had introduced that character in 2020.
Oh god. Yo.
Man, half the shit that we went back and watched that they did as far as plot lines.
Yeah, giving birth to a hand.
Oh man, I'll never forget that. That's when I actually was watching wrestling back then. That was terrible.
Y'all need to get this sorry ass iPhone 12 out of here too. Looking like the iPhone 5, the ugliest iPhone y'all put out. The last ugly one y'all put out.
The fact that the iPhones are behind in technology is crazy. Just now catching up to this.
Look, you said facts. I'm just trying to watch TV and then I get hit with an election ad.
Right.
It gets so old, bro. Like, stop. Like,
and what's funny is that these ads don't run as much when there's a Democrat in the White House.
No,
it's just funny. It's just like they know that they need a whole lot of people to vote in order to have some resemblance of a chance. But I'll be sitting up there on Tuesday because it is on Tuesday. Even though we're gonna be streaming,
getting postcards as well.
Oh God, I've been getting them in the mail too. I just ripped them up automatically.
Hopefully, for one side or the other, it's extremely lopsided, so we can know the president's gonna be that night. They're not gonna start counting down.
We already know.
Well, I said
winning.
I said so we can know. That's why I said we.
Because right now they're using these polls of like 81 million people have already voted. So he's
behind 9% right now. So
according to the polls, but not the actual ballots. I'm like,
I didn't believe in none of that, man.
I already know.
I don't believe none of it anyway. But as far as what they're telling us, it's just
they voted, but then you turn around and it's like is usually what like 100 and it's like 180 or 160 people vote total.
My thing is, how can you trust the voting system? And I told DJ about this. How can you trust the voting system when every place doesn't have a uniform method? Right. I mean, you still got some places fucking sitting here. Okay, 1, 2 on slips of paper. Like the fuck out. What is this? A class presidency race?
I will say this, and I talked about this on my other channel. I went to go vote, and it was actually pretty smooth. And not the way everybody should do it the way they do it. They did it at where I live. I mean, it was easy. You walk in, they tell you what to do. They ask for your identification. They show you how to use the screen. Once you use the screen, it prints out a paper. You take that paper, you put it in another machine, and you walk out the door.
Well, there was one place where both presidential candidates that were listed were on different pages.
Yeah, see,
they're supposed to keep them together.
It's like I said, it should be electronic. I'm tired.
Yeah, that's how it was with mine.
You should be able to. No, but I'm saying you should be able to log onto your phone. Okay, I voted. Boom. There you go. That's it.
Right, because
that's where we're heading. That's where we're heading. We
with COVID restrictions, they had us it was a touch screen. But what we did was touch the screen with a Q-tip, and it was like, they had a shit.
Oh boy, a Q-tip with a touch screen?
You didn't touch the screen yourself with your finger. You used
I can see disqualified votes already.
Yeah, but
you didn't actually pick it. Q-tip.
They were taking your DNA from that Q-tip. This is why they had used a Q-tip.
No, it was. I will say, I mean, it was really smooth. And, I live in a state that's that's really nobody really talks about much.
So Lindsey Graham is begging people for money.
I can't speak like these other places that actually have like real issues with voting. I don't know how they do it, but
the hick ass towns in Mississippi,
right? You know what I'm saying? But they need to use the method that they went through. That one was really smooth.
Well, here in Maryland, we have all 3 phases running: mail-in balloting. you can not only mail it in through your regular post mail, you can actually drop it off at a ballot box. We have early voting, and then obviously that's in-person voting, and then regular last minute.
Yeah, that's how they got
in-person voting. So
but that's why it's just crazy, bro. Like the Electoral College tells you what states matter in this country and which ones don't. If you're voting in Mississippi, I'm sorry, you're not going to dictate this election. Sorry to tell you, and none of us really do anyway. But
if it was popular vote only, it'd only be California, New York, Texas, Florida, Pennsylvania. All the big states would be the ones deciding, because the 2016 election, Hillary Clinton's deficit was all in California. Like the overall deficit was all California.
It was up by 3 million votes, and all 3 million was in California. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh shit, Matt Ryan had a rushing touchdown.
Yeah, I saw that before. I meant to say something.
I'm looking at the stat line from the Georgia Southern game. He had a rushing touchdown. That's crazy.
I do believe it is rigged already, because they should already know and be able to report who's winning. They be like the election, like the way it's set up now. They definitely should know the results. It shouldn't be they definitely should know by the end of the night.
I think at the end of the day, and I was gonna make this video on my other channel. Maybe I will. I'll still do it. I think at the end of the day, you need to have we all need to have a plan on what to do next, regardless who's in office. And I think a lot of people. I don't want to talk about everybody's here, and I don't want to go too deep into it, but I think there's a lot of people that we know, and everybody has that friend, or they have that person that actually think that the world will crumble if whoever's in office. And I think at the end of the day, we as a collective, we as an individual dictate what happens. No matter who's the president, no matter who's doing what, you dictate what happens going forward. Yes, you have certain policies that's going to affect the country who's in office, but the majority of the time, I say maybe 90 to 97, 98% of the time, it's on you to dictate what happens on your block, on your street, in your neighborhood. And I think a lot of people get away from that, because a lot of people are in their phones thinking that what happens in the election dictates everything in their lives, and that's really not the case. Yes, it's important, but it's not to the point where you have to jump off a cliff.
I'm gonna let you finish, but a dude in New York fell into a pit of rats. That just sounds like a personal hell that nobody's deserving of. Well, I don't say nobody. Most people aren't deserving of it. That's crazy. A 15-foot. He fell 15 feet into a pit of rats.
Did he survive? Damn. Because rats have been known to devour people.
I gotta read. Let me read. Let me read this shit.
Rats were like, "Daddy, you're home."
Shoulders survived.
We talk about the title of this podcast. If that shit,
I know, right? Okay, here we go. In one of the surest signs of an impending apocalypse we've seen yet, a New York City man fell about 15 feet into a pit of rats with a sidewalk sinkhole opened under his feet. Bruh, I'd have a heart attack just from that. All right. He said the ground simply split and swallowed its victim, 33-year-old Leonard Shoulders, as he waited for a bus Saturday afternoon. Shoulders survived, albeit with a few broken bones, but his family says he's deeply traumatized. Well, he fell into a pit of rats.
I'm tired.
Bro, this is wild.
Where the fuck you get that from, man?
Bro, it was on Twitter. Somebody shared it. During his descent, like he's a plane. During his descent, debris was falling and hitting him in the head. Oh, God.
Well, yeah, that was a sinkhole. So
when Shoulders finally landed, White continued. He found that he was not alone. He was like, "Ma, the rats down there are ridiculous." He was like, they were so big, he was scared to yell out because he thought they were gonna go in his mouth. Yo.
Oh, you want to talk about another dirty hit? There was a hit on Bridgewater just now.
Oh,
he took a forearm to the helmet.
Oh boy! It reportedly took firefighters about a half hour to rescue him, in which time he was
them 30 minutes.
He was just down there with the rats, fam. He broke his arm and his leg.
Said the rat was gonna go in his mouth.
Shut up, bro. Takashi poked his head up like, I'm not the only one, motherfucker.
Oh my god. I can't believe they ran that play. Oh, why
rats were like,
if I ever
got
fell
any
into
cheese?
If I ever fell into a sinkhole full of rats, I'd die. I'd die of a heart attack.
I
don't like rodents, bro.
Why would they run that play? They ran a reverse on third down. That was
how much time's left in the GSU game? Not that I care, but
it's still 4 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Complimentary Sports said he voted yesterday. It took about 2 hours. When I voted, it took
2 hours. You can't get back.
Yeah, when I went to go vote, it took me about an hour and 10 minutes.
See, the main thing that I worry about when it comes to like whether you vote or I'm not like one of those people anymore that would get on people for not voting. Especially, I made a statement on Facebook like earlier in the year that I was thinking about not voting, and people, you hear that people don't talk about anti-bullying or anything like that anymore. They bully you. Oh, no problem. They bully you into thinking their way. They try to push their, fears and impressions on another person just to get them to vote for their candidate and whatnot. And the other trick is that I look at Trump and the fact that he is telling people, well, you want the mobs, you want the blah 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 blah, this is what's going to happen when Biden's in office. I'm like, motherfucker, they're happening now while you're here. And people literally believe that shit. So
why would you step on something like that on the sidewalk anyway? Don't you know one day it might end up just...
Was there like a sign? Not a sign, but like were there like signs of a crack grain form? Like, yeah, because
this is just crazy, man.
Because that is something. I'm like, I can only imagine, the sound it made as it opened up. Because most people, you think of sinkholes, they don't come back from those. Like you would think earthquake, being swallowed by the earth.
America's on the verge of a rat apocalypse.
Nope. They're down there.
What was this article? What was this article made?
It must have been
that shit was made in 2017.
I was thinking it was like a 2 or 3 year old article.
Pandemic, recession, murder, hornet, sinkhole of rats. 2020 is like the worst year. Oh, shut up. I hope y'all are enjoying this impromptu version of First and Framerates.
Oh, he dropped the ball.
We have...
I know, right? We usually be gone.
We have nothing planned. We didn't plan anything out here. The title is literally pretty much what it is every week for us. Essentially, we talk like maybe 15 minutes before the podcast, come up with a couple of topics, and here we are.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to probably be up anyway watching the game, so why not,
Y'all are essentially seeing what we basically do when we're not on air.
Right.
Pretty much.
Just shoot the shit and...
It's like behind the scenes, after dark, something like that.
This should be like the Tuesday episode, like by default. Like we should just talk about random shit.
Well, Tuesday was the Q&A.
Yeah, that's what it was set up for.
Yeah. It was. I mean, but now I think we got the numbers, man. People come through now. I mean, at first we started and people would just literally just wanted to hear us talk. Nobody never really had any questions, but now
some people were like whatever to the sound of our voices for some reason. Now they speak up. So
and look at this.
Look who's back. Yeah. Belgian man said, "Man, y'all still yapping? Yeah, are you still fapping? Just soft drink sports videos." The fuck up.
I put him back in timeout because this defense is killing us, man. They just marching right down the field.
Motherfucker gets a player for his team on the cover of 2K and don't know how to act anymore.
I swear, Pelican been in timeout more than white kids growing up. Jeez.
All right, come on. Let's call it a night, man. These dudes are good defense. There you go. There you go, Darryl Baker. Good stop.
He been putting timeout more times than coaches call timeout on 2K during a long run.
Right.
That's another thing. See, just to throw this out there, that's another thing I would hate about next gen. The fact that I fully believe that the whole timeout system is governed by the takeover system, because the AI coaches do not call timeouts for anything.
And they should have that in the coaches settings, man, because they have enough of those coaches settings. They need to put that in there.
Well, we can't call old reliable anymore to talk about that. So, hopefully he'll get that straight in the other game.
Shout out
to finally release that.
Shout out to Scott OG, man.
Oh, speaking of which, congratulations to the Los Angeles Dodgers for finally breaking through.
Yeah, Dodgers won the World Series. Good job.
Tampa Bay Rays. Oh God, the manager pulled a AJ. What's the AJ Hinch type decision? Inch, whatever.
Hinch, yeah, AJ Hinch.
Because we know what happened last year in the World Series. Greinke was pitching a gem, and they pulled him the first sign of trouble he was in. They pulled him, and the Nats came back, and we were world champs. So this was like the same situation, and it seems like a pattern is starting to form with these American League managers. Pulling pitchers at the first sign of trouble.
You say Ninja Turtles are weird? Are
real?
Ninja Turtles are real?
That's funny because I think I literally voiced something not like Ninja Turtles, but yeah, rats in New York. You think one of them would have gotten the mutagen, and turtles were down there. Just like, I don't know. The backstory to Ninja Turtles is kind of
what the hell What the hell are they reviewing for?
This got to be the worst top 10 for greatest wrestlers of all time.
Wait a minute, what the hell are they reviewing?
You ready for this, DJ?
Oh boy.
Stone Cold at number 1, Macho Man at number 2, Ric Flair at number 3, Hulk Hogan.
How's Macho Man number 2?
Hulk Hogan at number 4, Rock at number 5, John Cena number 6.
Wait a minute, who was number 3?
Ric Flair. Hulk Hogan number 4, Rock number 5, John Cena number 6, Shawn Michaels number 7, Undertaker number 8, Bret Hart number 9, and Chris Jericho number 10.
What the fuck are they reviewing? Why are they reviewing
Chris Jericho? What is this based on?
It just says top 50 greatest wrestlers of all time. It says in order. Jeff Hardy is in the top 40, DJ. Kofi Kingston is 44. I don't know who made this list, but they're a crackhead. Goldust is 48.
Yeah,
man, you might as well tear up that list,
bro.
Just
man, that is not a catch, bro.
Whoever made that list needs to have it just start again. They need to start again.
No,
this is fucking terrible, bro.
You think it'll stand? It might stand because I'm looking at it from a different angle. Now I'm saying that, but
almost the same situation there with Matt Ryan.
In the
went
NFL,
head first, so
in the NFL, that's an incomplete pass. But in college, I think it might be different. That's probably why I'm looking at it differently. Wow, if that's a catch, that'd be a tie game. That'd be crazy.
The motherfucker say you gonna stay on the podcast. You gonna be here.
I know, right?
Wow. So anybody in the chat, you got any more questions?
They confirmed it is an incomplete pass. That's what I thought. Ball game. Georgia Southern wins. Thank you.
Any more questions? Anybody?
Hey, I got anything else? Yeah, this game's about over.
Contribute to the Patreon? Anybody gonna buy the merch? Buy the merch.
There you go. Tell them, DJ. Hey, matter of fact, since we're here.
Also, that dude got ejected. The Falcons player, DJ.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because Bridgewater's not going back in the game. And look at his face.
Yeah, he's warming up, and you can see he's kind of like
he's not there. I'm like, you thought Andy Dalton. Well, Andy Dalton's was worse, obviously. I'm like, Andy Dalton literally was like when he was moving around on the ground, he looked like a robot gone haywire the way he was moving. I was just like, oh, he's done. And then when they picked him up, it was just
that's all I'm saying, Uzi. It's like, nah, he didn't keep the ball all the way. I knew that wasn't the touchdown when I saw it, but what I thought it was, I think he stepped out of bounds first and then he dropped the ball. That'd have been different, but nah, he didn't keep possession all the way down. So, nah, that was incomplete. Dalton was dead. What? Dalton was dead.
That's what it. When he got hit, the helmet rolled off. It was like he got hit. Bostic's shoulder hit Dalton in the head. His head bounced off the turf. It rustled. It hit the ground pretty much. The friction between him sliding, whatever, rustled the helmet off his head. The helmet went rolling off, and dude was just laying face down, and his fingers were stuck. That's how you knew he was done. His fingers were stuck in place.
Dude, couldn't move them. Do Pelican Man mean baby bids or bibs? He said baby bids. Y'all need to sell them for merch. Does he mean bibs?
He can buy them for himself?
Wait a minute. Wait, are we selling babies? What is this baby bids? We're bidding on babies?
All right, G-Rob, man. We appreciate you coming through, man. I know it's a little later than usual, but, man, we're just here waiting for the game to be over. We do appreciate you coming through, bro. See you later on in the week.
All right, see you, G-Rob.
Shut up, Pelican, man.
Yeah, baby bibs, bibs,
fucking Pelican bitch.
Pelican bitch.
Well, Halloween is.
And Pel.
Well, Halloween's in a couple of days, so maybe he's looking for a costume.
All right. While this is going on, we get the first down. It's ball game here. Game should be over.
Pelican's not a bitch. He just watches bitches material and content.
Shout out to Georgia Southern with this is a much needed win. If they hold on, I think they will. It's a much needed win. They needed this. Especially after what happened last week. It was ridiculous. All right, let's get this first down, hopefully. He slipped and fell.
Live here, rent free, but you have to give up your Facebook. Who thinks I'm really I really need Facebook to live in? Oh, I hate when people make stupid
he really slipped and fell. But I mean, the clock is still running, so that's a good thing. But still, I'm like,
Undertaker won. Rock, you have Rock second compliment. You have Goldberg. All right, yeah, all right.
Oh boy, here we go.
I'm not even.
I put Goldberg.
Are those your favorites?
I would say they would have to be his favorites. I'm like Undertaker at 1, Rock at 2. I'm like no Bret Hart,
no Stone Cold, no Shawn Michaels.
Damn,
Goldberg though. Man, don't nobody want to see this shit.
Hey, I got to do my post game, man.
Really? Oh yeah, we're running into the post game.
DJ, read that word that he just typed.
Animosity.
Oh, that says Animosity. Animosity.
I know what he was trying to say.
I know what he was trying to say. Yeah.
He combined animosity. Animosity. That's the thing.
Did he try to combine hostility and animosity? Animosity? What the fuck is going on here?
You know, Google is your friend. Webster is also your friend. He's also your lover, apparently.
Animosity. Fam, I've seen it all now.
Ball game. Georgia Southern beats Alabama Jaguars 24-17. We moved to 4-2.
Is this man recording the post game right now?
I'm just live.
Oh, I know that, but
have you and Moody gotten over your animosity for each other?
I haven't talked to that dude in years, bro. At least a year and a half.
Which person? I kind of missed that.
him and Moody got over the animosity for each other.
Oh wow.
Oh, we get it done. We get a much needed win, man. I'm not gonna say too much about this. Everybody who's here pretty much know what happened, so I don't have to go through all the stats.
Why South Alabama got a basic ass logo?
Talking about this the Jaguar.
That's a Jaguar. I thought it was a Bobcat. That looks awful.
That's a Jaguar.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's a Jaguar.
I don't remember Jaguars looking like paper mache.
Yeah, that's a Jaguar.
It looked like somebody paid $3 to make that logo.
Yeah, hey, they probably did.
I wonder what the uniforms look like. If they're any simpler than Georgia Southern's, then
they got a little more design than ours. They got a little bit more.
I knew there was something wrong with them when they didn't call themselves Southern Alabama.
South Alabama Jaguars, they fall to 3-3.
It's just like.
Oh, go ahead.
I was about to say it's just like the the country hicks that called each other by like their three names, like Sally, Jesse, Bob. Like I just do three random names, but most people like Sally, Jesse, Raphael, and stuff like that.
Oh, they have like
it's a red and white. It's red and white.
It'd be like I'm trying to figure out what the school would. They compare to
it's a red, white, and blue, but it is a little bit of design that it's nothing real special.
Oh, they try to be patriotic and they failed. Oh, I get it.
No, it wasn't. It's not that kind of red, white, and blue. It's not that kind. It's just red.
Looks like it.
Yeah, it's all right. Their jersey's okay. There's nothing significant about them. Let's see. Wesley Kennedy had 13 carries for 91. Shaw Works had 14 carries for 91. J.D. King, he had 15 carries for 74. Malik Murray had 1 catch for 38. Cam Brown had 1 for 5. Why Darion Anderson not playing enough? He should be playing more than that.
He said, "I told Hollywood about your work." What is he gonna do? Do you think the push-ups on his damn snitch officer desk is gonna scare us into?
I mean, why he told Hollywood?
So the best thing he could say was, "Ooh, I'm gonna tell." That was the best he could do for.
I mean, what did he tell
basically,
Hollywood?
that's what that comment was.
We cool with Hollywood. I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
Look, when Hollywood's bottom two stop playing a 4-3 defense, that's when I'll be scared of Hollywood sports.
I'm not. I'm not. Oh, Atlanta scored.
All right, I think that's enough. I think that's it for me, man. I don't have anything else outside of.
Nah, we good.
I mean, as far as this post game, I mean, the defense played pretty good. The offense actually was able to stay on the field by moving the ball in the fourth quarter. They scored 14 unanswered points. That's the type of offense we need. It's basically the complete opposite of last week.
G. Rob Irby. Oh, my fault, bro. I'm just talking shit for no reason.
But nah, they did pretty good. I'm pretty sure we don't have anything. I mean, we already said our outros and still hung around. But if y'all got anything, y'all let them know.
It's still 11 people here.
I know, right? I appreciate it, though. Like, yo, we really appreciate you guys. I don't have anything. Tomorrow I got another video coming out, NCAA 14 video. Hopefully you guys will watch that. Saturday I'll probably be streaming. Sunday, you know how it goes on Sunday. I got to set up the matches for the Sunday stream.
Oh, the racist wrestling federation.
Yeah,
I gotta watch the first video so I can catch up on this racist promotion.
Yeah, so we gotta I'm gonna set that up and have that get already saved onto the memory card. Yeah,
I'm gonna be live for that shit.
Nobody uses memory cards no more, right? But I'm gonna have to set it up for the memory card so it'd be already ready to go.
He couldn't even spell trailer. Oh my god!
So I don't have anything else. You guys check out the Teespring link. You guys check out the Patreon. All that good stuff. If you guys decide to use those links, that'd be great. If not, it'd be great either way. Always like, share, and subscribe. If you're new here, do so. If not, That's cool either way. Just come back and watch us next time. If you're watching us when we're not live, we're live every Tuesday and Thursday around 7:45, 8 o'clock. So that's what we'll be doing. You guys got anything? Yay or nay?
I'm done as far as seeing trailer get butchered.
Not that, just every damn fifth word he be misspelling.
Like this man murdered the alphabet.
Yeah, second grade illiteracy. Bill, you got
second grade.
Well, I hope my comments didn't cause any animosity between me and Hollywood, but
Hollywood, all right. He's a good sport. He know what we do. He know what we do over here. We know we just be messing.
Yeah, it's just wreck over here, bro.
But some people, punk asses.
So some people want to get accounts banned.
Well, we also need to know the name of the copycat. We still trying to figure that out.
I will say this: he's not in the sports gaming community. You probably wouldn't know him if you see him.
Oh, okay. Well then,
that's why I was like, it's not even worth talking about.
He's a bitch in a different realm,
right?
Mm.
But
well, whoever he is, fuck him.
Yeah. All right, we're about to be out. We'll see you guys on Tuesday. Come back and we'll have new topics, I guess. Maybe some more rambling.
We'll have a topic of some kind.
Yeah, something.
Let's start with that.
Yeah. We really didn't have anything to go on.
Well, we will be going over week 8 picks. We do know that.
iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, SoundCloud.
Oh, yeah. And the election will be going on, so you'll probably see my laughter reaction. I'll be constantly looking back while
that will be interesting because of the election going on. We'll see how many loyal people are really going to come through and will listen to us instead of listening to that crap.
Yeah, be worth it to listen to us because
can't you tell about what happened today? It's like, yo, this episode was great. All right, y'all, we're gone. You guys be easy. Peace
out.
What the hell you put gay face in the damn?
He put clay face, so I put gay face.
Oh, okay. I was wondering about that.